We got you hooked up. We got you hooked up. We'll get
Your eye hurts.
Sorry.
Well, she had a glass eye. She didn't rip her eye out. She had a glass eye she took out.
Yeah, but can you imagine what kind of damage it would do to your skull?
Technically, doesn't that turn it into a stoma? That's
So
a surgically, it's a surgical hole, right?
Surgical hole.
Yeah.
I have this. I mean, like in the Matrix when they get free of the pods and all the do those all become stomas eventually?
No,
No, they sew them up.
That's the main one.
I thought that's the
They
one
jack
that
into the main
metal.
one. Their
It's the
main
only one that keeps
back
metal.
there.
How does that not get
Others don't
infected?
have-
You know what I'm saying? That's all I can think about the whole thing is like you're shoving something like way into your neck, like the thing's this long.
And they don't look exactly hygienic either.
And it doesn't look hygienic. They're all dirty and scummy
You're not
looking.
dipping it in alcohol.
You're not
No.
dipping in alcohol. They're just ramming it in the back of your neck, and you're like, and then you go to that
Well,
white room and go,
My
Do I
favorite
have
part
an
of that
infection
part
right
when
now?
they when they do the needle, like if you look at it at an angle, it's like longer than your neck
Longer
is
than your
wide.
neck.
Yeah.
I know.
You're like,
They're going at an angle and they're going up into your brain.
no, it looks pretty straight on to me.
You know, I had
Into their neural cortex.
maybe the machines got rid of all bacteria so it would give an infection.
Well, that would kill you outright because you're biodome. They couldn't keep you alive.
Yeah.
Well, biodome.
That
There's a lot
liquid
of
is probably what kept you
beneficial-
not infected.
I'm gonna
The
say
liquid
that
is
the
what it did.
liquid that they're in.
I would take one look at
is supposed
that
to
and
be
go, just put me back in the liquid. I want to go back to the Matrix.
the amniotic fluid.
Make
is,
me a millionaire.
You know, basically they're putting you in a womb.
I would be that guy that would turn everybody in so they could be a millionaire and famous in the Matrix. Remember the guy
But how
in the
the
first
heck do
Matrix
you,
that
like,
gets killed?
okay, I mean, they gotta defecate in there.
No, they probably got a tube in that too. You just don't see it pop
How do
out.
babies do it? I mean, that they're all attached to
You
them.
probably don't have it. They didn't show it popping out of Keanu Reeves' butt. There's probably like it's probably got this big butt plug
Now,
thing
see if they'd
with
done
a
that,
tube,
I would have probably been more interested in the movie.
and you see his butt go like this, boom, and snap shut, and then he pulls out.
Either
There's
that,
like-
or they're just
There's
feeding
like
them
certain
MREs
Matrix
so they
bodies
get
where their
out of the
feet and
Matrix
legs
they're
are rolled
really
up like
backed
a
up.
toothpaste.
That's the same way as like, do you know why your turds are tapered?
If you think about it, if you're on a liquid diet, you really don't have to.
Because your asshole looks sunshine.
After a while, maybe.
I mean, they have to get the balance just right. I
Yeah.
mean,
They probably got those little robots. Probably do all the things like the
Banana-
pool testers. They're
banana.
probably like pool testers.
see
They
that,
come in, they check
see,
the
that's
pH and
important
shit.
part. Like have those like little like
Oh, so I'm
Automated
seeing, wait,
robots.
wait,
Those are
wait.
pool
Now I'm
cleaners.
seeing
Yeah.
those little robots going at picking each of the bodies up, spinning them around and cleaning them with their little robot mouth.
Yeah.
Like a mom and cat.
And then
there's like a
scooping the
robot
turd-
on your ass.
and then scooping the turds out. Hey, scooping the turds out.
Yes, that's what I'm seeing now.
I'm so glad I already
There's a
finished
little-
my
I
shit.
see a new Matrix movie in the works right
in
now.
Finding Nemo.
Matrix 5. Where do the turds go? And they'll have that old.
No, it's the Matrix 5.
Oh.
This shit just got real.
Oh, shit, just- and it shows that red liquid and a turd just floating by, coming soon to a theater near you.
This shit hit the fan.
Don't worry, it's just a
He had you for work.
All right, now let me just take a picture and show you what this thing does.
Freaking looks like a
Okay,
It does look like
Does it do a transformer thing? Like does it turn into a robot?
So, like, look how clear it looks. Like even the background, like one of the, it's got 3 cameras. One camera takes the pictures of the back. One picture takes. Let me get some in the foreground.
You're flipping the camera off.
Yeah, of course it does. Just notice that? I
Who wasn't flipping the camera off? Who's
It's
flipping?
looking at the camera.
Let me do this.
You should always look at me.
I'm not even looking at you now. I'm looking at
Well, that's rude.
maybe I'm
So like it gets the foreground clear, the middle ground, and the background. It's all clear. It's crazy.
I want to see.
There's
I
no
want to see.
fuzz effect.
No, there's no fuzz.
I would have. Rachel did a couple of panoramic ones.
Wow.
But you know, if there's no fuzz, it doesn't look real. It looks more.
Oh man, the zoom in is insane.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
There's somebody actually doing a photo shoot.
Do you know what the megapixels on this thing
That's
is?
cool.
Oh my god. Carrying a brick.
I could kill somebody with that.
Yeah,
I
you
crushed their
could.
head in.
You
There's
completely.
But dude, I've dropped my
upload their
phone
soul
out of my
with it.
F350.
If you fall overboard, that'll float and keep you from drowning.
No, it'll cause me to sink to the bottom because
There's literally effects in Photoshop to create the blur so it doesn't look artificial. And now there's cameras that can actually take those photos.
I know it's pretty cool.
Although she had a wild hair going on.
Yeah.
well, wild hair on her head instead of a wild hair up her butt. Where did that saying come
A wild hair.
That's when you got a hairy butt and one hair goes up your hole and it irritates you.
Oh, the squeak.
from? Is your
You get really
sweater
long,
is
like you have Cro-Magnon butthole hair and one goes up the hole and it's like,
Oh, sweetie.
oh
I
man.
hope us our talking isn't making it worse. Have you taken meds?
Yeah, it's like it's light. That's the problem. Do we have ice?
Just in the one,
Dim the
just
lights.
in the one eyeball?
Yeah.
Dim the lights.
Do you have ice?
Yeah, there's ice in the freezer.
You put ice on
I
your eye.
absolutely love
Yeah.
that new little freezer that you got. That's really cute.
You gotta get one of those
One
little
of our
packs that's
Tuesday-
shaped like a
Tuesday
Bill
Batman
brought it
mask.
for
or
us.
like-
Bill from our Tuesday game brought it in for us.
Nice.
Well, now you have more pointy sticks. You should all have pointy sticks now.
And it's purple. Hand one to Carolyn and one
I'll
to
totally take the green one. I'll switch you. I like
not
green
red or blue.
because I'm a tree.
Challenge you.
I'll trade you for the green one.
Or do you want red?
For whenever they make a community
Yeah, I have two.
update on Discord, that stupid Clyde bot comes back.
What?
Clyde bot. It just like
What the first
stops you
applied
from,
bot?
it's
You guys
some
getting
stupid
better.
default bot that keep trying
I'll
to
do
get
this
rid
one
of.
that have a little
That's
samurai
nice.
sword.
I don't know if I was gonna do it. Okay, hold on.
I didn't think it was gonna help my ridge that time, but it did.
Look, it won't let me post. And I'm like, well, that ain't cool, bro.
You know,
It's hurting.
And I didn't
Help.
enable it. Like it defaulted
thrust
to
it back,
the,
catch you with a samurai sword.
Do you have any bags or something I
He
could
grabs
put
the
ice
sword.
in, or-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up on top of the refrigerator, there are grocery bags. Or there's Ziploc baggies in the cabinets across from the refrigerator.
Probably the Ziploc bag.
Or the shelves.
You're gonna don't put a bag on her head.
That's rude.
It's messed up. Why are you like that?
Okay, so you need to like
So mean.
put like one of the little fairy lights on the tip of it to eat the owl. You reach over and then activate the light.
No, if we could take
You can, it's just,
Let's say try to figure out how to make the left hand.
Drill a hole in it, the light in it. Is it worth it?
Probably not.
especially since
Well,
like
it's
some of these
probably
colors are
hollow
not
all the way
easy
to
to
the end. It's just a matter of
Yeah, she found 7 or 6 different colors.
You can get these out.
I'm crossing the streams. I'm crossing the streams.
well, I guess like those ones only come out for Easter, I think. But the
Pastel.
fact, yeah, they actually have another blue one too. But
And the blue, that blue's pastel. That looks like an Easter blue.
yeah, and then there's a dark blue one too. But my friend has that one. She hasn't given me back my stick. That was my personal stick.
Yeah, like the stupid Clydebot isn't even in my directory, and I have to. I didn't want to get rid of it. I hate Clydebot. Clydebot's stupid.
You're that Clyde bot. You're stupid.
It is stupid. It's dumb.
Do you want a zucchini piece?
Huh?
You want a zucchini piece?
Nah, I'm good. I'm full. Thank you. That's perfect. Wow. Clydebot is back. Yeah, I like to do the post at everyone in the chat. Say, hey, we're live, whatever. And now I can't do it because as soon as they do like an update to Discord, a stupid Clydebot returns, and then 24 hours later it goes away. It's fucking retarded.
Clydebot?
You're at Discord. Your 1 year, your big birthday celebration. You fucking suck.
You got a new mom?
No, I got a new iPad. I
Oh,
got an iPad 9 instead of an iPad 5.
Oh, yeah, is that 9 times faster than the 5?
You look like you
might be 4 times.
Don't ask
What's that?
me.
The hair does not.
It probably breaks down 9 times faster too.
It's 4 times. No, it's 4 parts faster than 5.
I know. Just
Well, hey everybody, we've been live for a while. Hope you enjoyed the jokes. They were pretty funny. And now we're fixing Bella's eye with a. What are we doing to poor Bella?
Giving her a
Are
tumor.
we causing more damage than we're preventing?
Yeah, we're alienizing her.
One of our Bella has a migraine. That
She's a
I'd
trooper,
love to know
Kim.
what triggers it because she was great at work today.
Yeah, but it started.
It
It
did
started
start
at the
early,
end
yeah.
of worship.
What triggers is it? It's Shiloh, isn't it? You can be honest.
Probably
that face. It's not your 25-inch long stash.
No, that would be
Shakes his head
budget.
oh, it was 25. I'd say a good.
I'm really bad at measurements. That's why our house is leaning left and not right. So we're back. I think we're meeting one more time before break. So we
Yes.
meet next
Wait.
Monday.
No, I have to go to a wedding next Monday.
No, next Monday's not good.
Or-
We're just getting back from
And-
work.
No,
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 we're
getting
going.
back from
We're
war.
getting ready to go to war.
The
June.
Wednesday before.
Well, wait.
You're a week
Then-
off there.
I'm a
homie.
week off. Okay.
And then we will be packing up from war.
But we don't start packing for work till Tuesday. We leave Wednesday.
She means going home.
Coming home.
No, I know all that. I know we're off Memorial Day weekend.
Okay, so
Yeah.
next, so we're having next week too.
I'm asking if
The
we're off
22nd.
next week.
I'm going to a wedding.
Okay, so
I didn't approve that.
You
You're
are coming too.
participating.
Oh, I am? Who's wedding?
yeah, we should probably like
Oh, God.
we should probably not do the
All
two.
of a
Those
sudden,
two.
I'm feeling kind of bad.
Yeah, I figured you would be going to it, and Sebastian would be going.
Oh, I feel flu or polio coming on. It
It's
feels
the
like
wedding
polio.
It's like-
Wedding
If you guys want to play without me, you can. I'll give.
I
I'll
will
give my.
kind of do now, anyways. Even when she's here.
I got a great joke for that, but I'm not going to say it because it'll hurt people's feelings. But
I can give Eric. Ivar.
Eric? Jeez, you're pregnant. Are you pregnant again? You haven't told me?
are you on drugs?
No,
Tell
no,
us.
I can
It's
give
okay if you
We
tell
love
us.
you.
Ivar
We're all here
my
for you.
character sheet. It was the end
This-
of character.
This
It was
isn't a D&D
character,
game. This is your
it was life.
intervention.
So,
We got you in here on the pretense of having a game.
Jade will
But
still be here. So
We're all very worried about you. You don't know the difference between a song, a joke, and what else?
the game.
The game.
And a game. A song, a joke, and a game. Which is right? All three.
All right, so we're gonna speak with Dad with that kobold.
So
we
our
should
last
figure out our
left off.
questions before we do.
Where last left off.
Pick out
The team had traveled to where are we? The Cinder Peak Mountains and along the Cinder Peak Ridge, discovering an old volcanic lake with a what was described as possible residential style vacation homes. The upper elite from Vasselheim that from time to time come here. Upon arrival, they felt like they'd been abandoned for about a year, overgrown, No one had been here. But the team went ahead, investigated the house, found the vault, found the not only the erratic security system of the vault, but also realized that some other type of creature had infested the house, as the house had mutated into its own shambling creature as well. The team then did battle with the security device, defeating it, gaining access to the interior of the vault, but then discovering that there was a pilot within the machine. A strange looking mutated kobold that seemed to have gone through some alterations and changes. However, while the team was filling up the ship with the findings of the vault, eventually the team gathered around as Bella had just completed her ritualistic spell to speak to dead kobold. What would you guys like to do?
I would like to ask it questions.
Yeah. Figure out what they are
We have
first.
to figure out what the questions are first, which we did in 10 minutes.
Well, here, come sit here then, if you've got this all under control.
No? Say we have it all under control.
The assistant DM will be played tonight by Krista.
I do have a slightly unrelated question, if you don't mind my asking. How many months are in this world in a year?
12.
Okay, just making sure it's sequential.
13.
I mean, I don't know how much we're gonna owe those
24 months in the year.
our staff when we get back.
Let me double check. 11.
There's 11 months.
11 months in
Okay.
So that's what we should do.
Exandria's
Even it all
annual
out.
cycle.
And is there always 3 moons?
Nope.
Oh, no, that's new.
Yay!
As you guys recall, being on the shadow moon, and strangely enough, it seems to be visible now.
If the months were all
I
mixed
feel like
up,
we did
I wouldn't
something
be 12 right now.
probably bad and didn't realize it. But you know,
This is why I said we should call oddities, because odd things always happen.
We are called the Oddities.
yeah, that is her proof name.
What are you guys doing?
Okay, questions that you guys want answers for?
I'm waiting for
I'm
them
writing
to do
it
their
down.
magic.
Who's right now?
What questions do we want to ask? This is all out of character that we talked about before she finished.
All I hear is his ass making creaky noises. Clearly, I gotta get some WD-40 for that chair.
Okay.
Or your ass.
Do we want to ask
Or
about the
both.
treasure?
Hey, you got a
Do we
worker's
want to
truck.
ask
Go
about
get
the
some
treasure?
grease.
Do we want to ask about why they were in the room, why they were guarding it? Because we weren't expecting this. What happened to the water? What happened to this area?
I'm
what,
thinking more we need to ask when
About
he
what
was
person to
captured and by what.
Why wasn't
That's
was
two
he captured? Or was
He
he
was-
in there
He was
voluntarily?
How about,
transformed.
what are you,
He's mutated.
why are you
Yeah,
here?
we don't know if he was there by
But no, remember the technology that we saw, I saw was the same that was up in the
Who,
ship.
what,
Yeah,
when,
the
where,
escape,
why?
the escape pod looks like it came from the shadow.
but maybe he came here
Who are you?
intentionally.
What are you?
Remember,
mean-
they were doing experiments up on the ship.
On the shadow
On the
moon.
giant,
Yeah,
on that giant.
but they were also doing experiments on the little creature.
The more I'm trying to wait for this, my eyes start to deteriorate. We're trying to do this. So we're an eye patch of my own character. The scents are burning my
Or
eyes.
you guys look over at the 12. It's like, the spell's really got difficult. My eye hurts. She yanks it out, places it.
It's a component.
Yeah.
Speak to me, strange creature. Speak.
This is my sacrifice.
Terrifying.
Things we might also want to know is what the nature of the technology he's wearing is about.
He's gonna know. He was kind of attached to it. And
Yeah, maybe he did it, or maybe
I
he.
love when they have to spend an entire session trying to come up with 5 questions to ask.
Hey,
Who, what, where, when, why. I don't know, there's five.
who, what,
Kobold gets out.
when?
My name is Reginald because I was made
So who did this to you?
today. Not sure.
If we did this too.
But we got to be specific about this because otherwise, the answer to that question is
You
you
did
did
this.
what to me?
Why don't we just cut its head off and take it with us? You guys can discuss for 5 hours what you're going to ask him, and then we can ask him. then.
Who placed you in the machine?
What's the meaning of life?
You get like a little timer at the 99-cent store, and everybody gets.
So
like
a
5
good question
minutes.
is, how did you end up in the machine?
Question.
What does that got to do with us?
On the
I
cobalt.
don't even care.
You said it's a mutated cobalt. Does it look like the limbs were stitched on, or does it look like the limbs were?
Give me a medicine check.
Can I give her advantage because I'm also proficient in medicine?
Sure. I'm okay with that.
Oh my god! I got 2 natty 20s.
That's a lot of estrogen all at once.
That's a 1 in 400 chance.
I gotta find that and clip that. That'd be great.
You need to check her dice.
There's a couple things you notice strange about, like, so while Bella is like still kind of controlling the spell.
Oh,
and
look, 2
getting it
natty
ready,
20s. Oh, look, 2
You-
natty 20s. Oh, look, 2 natty 20s.
You notice that while the like its head has kobold-like features, its alteration seems to be natural or genetic to what it was, because you don't see any sign of like physical intervention.
So like the extra arms don't look like they're stitched on. They
No.
look like they were born with. extra
Yeah,
arms.
or created with them.
So gene experimentation.
Whatever did this to this thing
Or magic.
had advanced understanding of how to manipulate, humanoid creatures.
Like
You don't see any
somebody
sign of any kind of like damage or blemish. But now that you're inspecting it closer, you kind of peer open a third eye. You find you're like, oh shit, it's got 3 eyes.
Kobolds
this-
don't really have to.
Not normally. The skin is weird. Got a weird texture to it, like it's designed to be. Feels like it's really resistant. Like it's tough skin.
Does it actually feel dead? I mean,
Yeah, I mean it's already got grown cold.
okay.
It's already grown cold from the fact that it, didn't survive.
You just made
The
my
creature
character.
feels dead or looks dead. Especially with that medicine check. It definitely seems
Does
dead.
it look dead before we killed it, or does it look like it did? Does it look like it's been rotting for a while?
No, it was talking. It was talking.
Yeah, but like some undead creatures talk. We live in a
Sure.
very magical world.
No, you live in a very magical world.
Does it look like it was dead prior?
No, it definitely died in your guys' murderous assault.
Yay!
Maybe fix that.
It was self-defense.
It did come and it did attack us.
We
With
totally
laser
Could
beam.
be.
Did we get the treasure?
I think there were like
Yes,
Yeah.
we got the treasure.
Yeah, it got
Then
loaded
let's
up on the
read.
wasp.
It was
Guys loaded up the-
8,000 gold coins, 220 platinum, 600 silver, 1,000
Mission
copper.
accomplished. Let's go back.
I want to take this dead body with us, though.
We need to ask. She's already doing.
Well, she's already cast the spell.
Right. So we have to ask the 5 questions, guys.
How long does the spell last?
Until we ask the 5
Thank you.
questions.
Just take the damn body.
You could if you want. I mean, I'm okay with that.
Is it just
Hey.
me? Every time
Nobody
somebody says that.
Ask this thing any questions.
Okay.
Don't worry, we're not going to ask any questions. Or
Okay.
should we?
No.
Damn it, that's one.
Okay.
That was a funny part of that movie.
That
I admit.
That's funny because it's true.
That was only 4 questions.
So,
Someone asked me a
per
question.
Zephora's proclamation, Bella's like shrugs her shoulders and snaps off the head of the creature and plops it in her bag as
Oh, I
it's
want to take that.
imbued with the kind of like the essence of the
I
spell.
want to take the whole body.
And its eyes open up in your bag. Just
Its voice is like, okay, I'm not dead yet.
And you just
Just-
watch her as she jams it into a bag.
Close it in there. I'm sorry about spiders.
Oh, that's great. Now about someone I can talk to.
Yeah, the skull over my Willa. Tuck it on her belt.
Y'all
Little did
milking
we
its
know
brain
that my
juice.
soul
Don't
was
ask
also.
it any questions.
The spider's milking its brain juice
Hey,
will
Willa.
become like crazy
Hey,
spiders.
Willis. Just wondering, could you go put me in the bag with the head that
No.
Bella took?
Don't do
I
it.
just want to take some time to talk to him. Ask it a few questions.
Don't do it.
It's my job to ask you questions.
Shit.
Which reminds me, you never told me your name. You just said it wasn't.
It just
Skull
falls
state.
silent.
Hey,
Close it.
yeah,
Just
that's
pretend.
exactly what I'm doing.
But, not enough. The tree was talking. What's going on?
That tree owns you. You better learn to talk. to
Yeah,
it.
no one owns me. I'm a
That's,
magical skull.
You are a
Yes.
magical
Are you a
skull.
magical skull that can make yourself go away?
No, not really.
Then she owns you.
I can make it disappear.
No, I don't own him.
Open
He's
the
a
hatch.
friend.
Well, I mean, I really didn't intend to, give up
I mean,
full
technically,
consent.
I
mean,
bought you, so maybe I own.
What does this
Yeah.
thing even do except complain and bitch all the time?
This
But
is
then I
my
gave her
Can't
to
we-
you.
Throw it out the window on the way
Wait,
home.
wait, I have a
this
question.
is my friend.
If I take off its jaw, can it still talk?
The
Try.
skull? We don't want to take
No.
off the skull. Don't
This
get
is my
Then it
friend.
just goes like this.
If you take off its
Stop trying
It's
to.
upper jaw is just like,
I'm just kidding. I can talk with the tower. I mean, technically, it's all psychosomatic. And you think I'm a moving skull,
Because
but
you
I'm
don't
not
have
really.
vocal cords.
Yeah, I don't have vocal cords, so clearly
Oh yeah,
it's all
technically
magically
you said that we don't
telepathic.
even hear him talking.
Yeah, that's right. You can't hear me. Only Willa
Only-
can hear
only
me.
Willa.
Alright,
Okay, good.
It's
Yeah.
trying to
Can
hurt
you
my
kind of
soul.
do it like quietly then? So that we can't hear it, just she can hear it.
Yeah, I thought I was doing that already.
It's kind of getting to the point where it's almost like that frog.
You guys are so mean to my
Hey,
skull.
Any annoying NPCs, I want to kill them, and any with really bad
do you
voices.
remember his name?
Prince.
Yeah.
I'll never forget him because he's always such an annoying kid. I was trying to kill him the whole time, remember, and they're like saving him. I kept trying to push him off the cliff. They're like, no, we like him. He's our friend.
Aiden kept saving him.
Yeah. Yeah, climb down that rope and I'll be getting my dagger out to like saw it as he's climbing it. Oh, no, you can't do that. I don't know.
So, what was your name again?
So you guys pile up into the wasp and take the head with you. You want to do anything with the body? You can take that too if you
I
want.
want to take the body too. I wanted
Okay.
to take the whole thing. I didn't want to just take
Well, the head
If they're not
travels easier.
taking the body,
While they're doing this, is there anything in the machine that looks interesting?
that. We're not absorbing the body. yet.
I definitely, I already
the
observed.
investigation as you examine the parts of the strewn machine.
I'm going to use these.
everywhere.
I
Two
absorbed,
natty 20s.
Then
absorbed a
I
piece
want
of
to
the metal,
investigate
right?
with the eye.
13.
I did absorb that piece of metal while they were collecting
Yeah, I was saying,
treasure.
when she was casting the spell, you would have absorbed the strange metal the creature's made out of.
Where's my
Charmed
dude?
it.
15.
15? What'd you get, Sephora?
13.
13? Between the two of you, the problem is that you get the feeling that the device itself suffered a secondary explosion.
Mm.
Remembering that the creature had ejected out of the middle of it and was in a kind of like backup system trying to get away,
Mm.
you get the feeling it might have triggered something at the same time. Because the number of pieces and the size of the pieces, I mean, it's just everywhere. Nothing of like distinguishable size, other than the fact that you watch Willa finish absorbing a kind of like sizable chunk of the metal as it like she absorbs it up.
Was that
Okay.
the original huge mech, or was that the part that ejected out of the mech?
The part that ejected out of the mech, it seems to be just like this metal pod-like device with, and we'll say that was your role for that one because you guys have
Okay.
kind of
I
already
think it was
looked.
the pod that he was
Yeah.
talking about,
And
not the,
whatever's
So-
left,
not the mech.
Yeah, so the pod
whatever's
itself,
controlling it or whatever.
I'll say between the two of you, taking a look at it, it is not of the same material as the bigger creature was, the bigger automaton. The bigger automaton felt a little older, a little more rudimentary engineering. The pod that ejected from it felt like something that came afterwards, and the engineering and the machinations that's made out of seem very more advanced, like very different. They don't match.
I did my Guardian.
Like it
Guardian
came down
little
and
bits
used a
of
part.
the metal from it.
Like maybe that thing was there for a long time and then it came down and you just entered
And
it
took it over.
and took it over.
Give me an insight check.
Invasion of the Body Snatcher.
2 natty 20s.
That's never gonna get old.
Oh,
Your
look,
head shaking. is
a
never gonna
natty
get old.
1. I have no insight.
I mean, it's hard to tell. I mean,
Fine. I get.
there
I
are a
know
lot
what
of
it is.
incongruities here because number one, you were told that this was a active area. People were using these buildings, but yet they clearly look abandoned and have
All of them look abandoned.
all of them do.
Something scared them away.
There's
Or something happened that, you know, people.
Maybe those halflings weren't halflings, but they were those weird cobalt things.
The water is
Totally.
the water is acidic.
All
here.
over.
Is the pod
All
small
over
enough
NPC Street.
to bring back?
sure if you want to bring it. Yeah, it's roughly about 100 pounds. It's 3 feet tall, 2 feet in circumference. He came sliding out of it when it became ineffective. So yeah, you can take it with you if you want.
Can I get a sample of the water?
Give me sleight of hand.
Just bone.
Pulls back a stump.
Well, it wasn't acid because it poisoned me. It wasn't acid damage.
Yeah, it's a methane-filled lake that's still, even though there was that huge fiery explosion from the plume of gas that was over it. I mean, as Bella gets closer, she can still see the bubbles of the surface. There's still more methane being produced.
Maybe there's something underneath the water. I wasn't able to see beyond it, right?
It's not my newest place. Oh, well.
Here's your other.
Does your dice tower not have a hole?
It does. It's just
For smaller guys.
Too big.
Here's my smaller d20. You want that?
Oh, wow, that is a tall tower.
Yeah.
Okay. So
It sounds like one of those rain things from Australia.
The tail is actually the stairs.
That's funny.
It's going.
15?
it goes
Yeah, I
down
mean, you
and-
go over, and once again, you can
And it's a
smell
drink.
like the sulfur and the kind of strange permutation of the gas coming up the lake. You take out one of your sample kits and dip and take a
Yeah, that
sample of
was
water.
the D&D
Yep.
movie
Oh,
premiere.
that was the D&D movie premiere cup from Taiwan.
Yeah. Oh, you weren't here when she told us. That's right.
Oh,
Yeah, pretty cool.
that's cool.
Yeah, I think what $1,200, $1,300.
How much was it?
I
eBay?
paid 40 on eBay because I got it when it just came out. So now it's like 80 to I think 300.
Jesus.
Wow, that's crazy.
What people will buy
I think
nowadays?
their eyes
I
light
know
up because
iPhones, iPads,
I've got to have
everything.
that cup.
yeah,
Mom.
but I think
30 just for the
Please.
bite.
I need that cup really bad, Mom. It's a collector's item. You know how much it'll be worth?
Buy
in 10
purple for
It's $300. You know how much it's gonna be worth in 10 years? $50.
But I
I
mean,
mean, metallic.
your bucket, what they used to go for 40, now they're like 150 now.
Wow.
So,
But I have a
Time to put on-
rare metal tankard. Turns out 2 were made.
What?
Yeah, one was
What?
made for me and one was made for someone else. Finally got the one made for me.
Alrighty then.
It's like Beanie Babies. How everybody thought they were gonna be worth a lot of money, but now
Were
everybody
they
just has a
actually
bunch of Beanie Babies. Worth
I don't
nothing.
know. It felt like a good
Depends on the
story.
Beanie Babies.
Um,
Some of them are still
so at this
worth a couple
point-
grand.
What are you guys doing?
We're resting because we're out.
Yeah.
I collected samples.
Are you resting here or?
No, on our way back
In the
home.
lost. No, we can't go home.
It's too soon to go home.
There's too
It's
much
not just
investment.
that.
Too soon.
It takes spells to go home. Spell slots.
Can't we just hover and just do it? Okay, how many spell slots does it take?
It
Um,
took 3 to get here.
I'm going to plant myself since we're resting. And
You can hear Willa's roots dig into the ground and turns into a tree form.
We gotta.
Fine, I got
start
plenty of
watching-
spell slots. I can do it.
I kind of want to get a lay of the land
What's
while
your
I'm
what
rooted.
whiz?
My wisdom,
Was wisdom or is it
It was with the
intelligence? Sorry, it's intelligence. What's your
16.
intelligence? Okay. Same as mine, so.
Can I get a lay of
I
the
thought it
land?
was
What's your Arcana? Because it was
I
Arcana.
thought it was wisdom because I had the.
I thought it was
Arcana,
wisdom
I got
too.
plus two.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were using.
Okay, fine,
wisdom,
sleep.
No, I
Okay.
was rolling Arcana.
I can't afford to take any hits anyway. I'm down.
I thought it was
I'm
wisdom.
down.
It was
I'm
wisdom
very
because I
wounded.
It's wisdom based, but I believe I was rolling Arcana because I had plus two.
No, you're rolling just straight intelligence checks.
I don't think so.
He's the DM. He'll
I'm
know.
pretty sure you were because Arcana is more of a magical insight.
Okay.
It requires spell slots and intelligence checks to manage the vessel because you weren't really rolling all that great.
All right. Well, I go to sleep. So I can-
We'll wake you up in a.
Wake me up when we're home.
I'm trying to get a lay
I
of
don't know why you're
things.
worried. You're just gonna throw it through that 20s.
That's right. Well, you're two
Yeah,
nat
you guys
20s.
don't
will be
jinx
home.
me. 'Cause I might end up rolling ones, and then I turn into a vegetable.
A rutabaga.
So I'd say it's getting on to late afternoon, early evening at this time.
So I was trying to get a lay of things while I'm
Okay.
in my treat form.
Give me a nature check.
I want to collect the little samples of the metals and stuff because I know that I was giving little bits to the guardian to see if like any changes or something.
Yeah. I mean, wasn't really interacting with it all that much, but I mean, you can gather up. We'll say gather up about a pound of metal samples.
That's a 12.
12.
Just think for
I'm gonna do like a
Don't have
an eye check around the perimeter. See
Okay.
if I can see.
Give me investigation with advantage while you do that.
Yeah, I raised down too. So
What would you call it? Like metal, or would you call it like some sort of alloy?
Give me a nature check. See if you can figure it out. With advantage because you are a 12.
he would
You have
call
some
it.
proficiency with, or some advantages with metal componentry. What'd you get?
18
12. Huh?
18
18?
plus what that plus I think. So you said with
With advantage, so you can go ahead and take
Nature?
another roll.
No, it wasn't.
no
nature, but-
18 's pretty good.
Yeah, it was nature.
Oh,
So since I don't have my sheet, I'm gonna just go with what I rolled directly, and I got 18.
18? Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna stick with the 18.
18? Okay. As you plant yourself in the ground, the ground feels toxic to you.
I was talking to it earlier. It wasn't very helpful. I understand.
Yeah, you don't know if it's because of where the gas may be coming from, or if it's just the behavior of the area. It's like trying to talk to someone who's sick who can't talk. The nature in here around here feels ill.
Can I do plant coat?
Nothing grows when you try. For you and Bella, the one thing you notice about the metal, Bella, is that it's very light. It's unusually light. Pretty sturdy and strong as well.
Well,
But the bits of metal that were broken off of the pod, the other thing that the creature was in, is almost indestructible. Like, it's even lighter than the other remnants of the creature.
Eat it. Turn into it.
It's definitely a strange ferrous material that you've never seen before. The other creature is made out of kind of like a something that would be considered iron, but stronger like steel. So that one feels like it's made from normal ferrous construction. But the small pod-like thing, that's a material you've never seen before.
So let's put mystery metal fountains.
so which one did I absorb from?
You attempted to absorb from the bigger pieces from the main construct, which would just turn out to be a steel-like element that you absorbed.
I'm gonna probably take the other one too then.
Okay. Give me investigation because there wasn't much of that one left. For you, Scarlet, there's not much activity around here. No sign of any kind of, like, other than what you found at the vault.
Don't talk to evil plants.
Kind of like panning around the area. Oddly enough, no squirrels, rabbits, birds. You guys haven't seen a bird at all since you've been
you
here.
haven't heard any.
Yeah, like the natural landscape is very quiet here. The only thing you can hear is like the occasional like burbling of the lake as methane bubbles kind of come to the top. Other than that, probably the strangest thing is just a lack of nature.
18.
18? You find a small piece you could begin to absorb.
As far as the ground being toxic, would I continue to be poisoned if I continued staying planted in it? So I probably have to not rest
Yeah.
that way this time around.
You get that feeling.
So I'm gonna be unable to rest my 4 hours. I'm gonna have to take the whole 8 hours.
As you pull your roots out of the toxic soil.
Oh, look at Hirsch does that. It's like, what? Because this is the first time we've seen you not rest.
The second time. The first time was on the way to Vasselheim when
When
this
it was
super snowy.
Frozen?
Yeah, I tried really hard to up my constitution by hanging out in the snow, and it didn't work.
So just frozen wood.
Yeah, but that we understood. This is
As-
like, what the heck?
The last of the light fades. Both Rudius and Kathia fade into a more dim light, which is strange. And the shadow moon is now a prominent silver white sphere. But,
The other moon's behavior was normal
yeah, from what you can tell,
as the shadow moon moved.
I mean, things have panned through the horizon.
And the shadow moon went too.
Give me perception as you stare up at it.
19 plus 2, 22. So 21.
As you kind of stare up at the moon, now that it's darker, like, yeah, I mean, it's that right after the sun goes down, the night sky gets more and more, it helps you see things a lot better. You're looking up at it. You can see little pinpoints of light rotating around it.
So the moon has moons.
Satellites.
But do we know what satellites are? The moon has moons.
They look like normal stars that
That's
you would
a
see, only
space
they're a little bit
station.
brighter, and they seem to be moving about the shadow moon.
I'm going to tell the guys that, guys, that moon is no moon.
It's a
Space station.
uh,
Too big to be a space station.
No, we'll get copyrighted.
Is it okay if you sing it and you don't play it?
No.
Oh, no.
they're too busy with DeSantis to worry about
So
it.
I'm going to point out.
Okay, we got this DeSantis. There's also this group of nobodies that are doing this stupid game on Discord. Right
Okay.
here.
My
Can you send
dad,
them a letter?
my dad told me every time that he went after a daycare for putting up.
No, they do. They do
They
go
did,
after him.
yes.
Yeah.
So anyways, I'm going to tell the group about the moon that has satellites going around it.
Well, there'd just be little orbs of light
Little orbs of
circling
light,
the moon.
little pinpricks of bright light circling the moon up there.
I'd like to acknowledge fireflies.
We got 50 more years to wait, and it'll become public property.
Just yeah.
All right, so is there a way to ask the kobold about what time it is?
Oh, finally, someone's gonna ask me a question.
Not making you go.
Wait a minute.
Let
You cast a spell, and you can use them as a watch. What time is it?
It's
At the tone, the time will be.
It's
Well,
nighttime.
is there a way to figure out
No.
where in our current?
Would
Time
we?
line?
Would we?
He doesn't
You
know
that
what time
fucking
stream we're
terror.
in.
I kicked that body
Well,
out the door. And,
No, I care. My OCD.
Heck, for all we know,
oh, that?
this is a different dimension.
Like, maybe like how long this area has been
I can't help
derelict.
it. It's this
Seems
thing.
how it seems like it's been more than a
Cheers
year.
got ideas.
Or has it been just a year and that's it? And it's because of some cataclysmic event has caused
I like where you're going with this, but how do we know that he knows when we left Vasselheim?
Right. Okay.
If you give us the year, we do know what year it was.
It's true. What
But
year and what
how
month?
do we know that he knows what year it is? For him,
Because he's been in the capsule.
Or just put it
In the
inside,
inside that neck inside the house.
Yeah.
I hate this spell.
I mean, I just,
So much.
I just wonder if.
One more spell to strike out of my game that
Heck,
I
we-
never
The
use.
only way that we
For all
can
we
do that is
know,
to
we're
ask
not
how
even
long
listening
he's
to
been
much.
inside the
The
robot.
mechanism.
We can ask him how long.
Is the metal technically weak against? You said it's indestructible, but I'm like, is it weak against trees? Because the
Well,
fact that
it's
we
not
threw it.
indestructible.
Yeah, I know,
It's
so it's not like-
indestructible.
Well, it just feels more durable than the parts of the other construct.
Because I was gonna write down notes saying weak against tree trunks. No. Or what was it we threw at it? Was it a? We threw you threw
Fire?
something at it.
Yeah,
Acid?
against your
Fire?
quality.
The
Fire?
Was it fire?
and the magic missile.
No, it wasn't magic. It was
What do we hit it with?
Wait, I hit it with crossbows.
I
Because
threw
it was
with my
resistance
fist.
against magic. It had resistance against magic.
See, this is why I'm gonna
Wait.
experiment on.
You threw a crossbow at it?
I
With the bolts?
shot.
I threw
I
a
shot
crossbow at it.
I shot a
How many
crossbow.
I threw all 4 of my crossbows at it. And then I ran out of crossbows.
And then I took my dagger and opened up the.
No, that's the big one. That's
That's
I'm
the-
talking about
that's
the
the
other one, the
big
smaller
one.
one. Very dense. I'm just gonna call it very dense.
I know it was on the top of a thing, and I did a thing. Because he's behind me.
Because you shattered
We
the
engulfed
spear
it.
I'm just gonna put
thing.
my head down.
We did. You wrapped it with your vines.
No,
That was the other
no,
one.
you stabbed the spear thing on the inside. That's the
Oh,
thing that was.
Yeah.
Anyway, but
You guys eventually destroyed the power component of the smaller pod. Most of that pod's intact except for the panels that were fractured when you penetrated the power component.
I threw it. I was trying to throw it at the thing, and that
Yes.
made it explode.
Yep.
That's why I was like, the thing's gonna explode, so I panicked and threw it. That's
Yep.
what happened. Like, I did a thing. It was behind me.
I remember what? 53. According to the.
It's supposed to be at night. I mean, when you get
So now my chair's doing it.
It's not farting.
I wonder if it's the
I
humidity
can't
in
sit
here.
back. I have a dog
No,
behind my
good.
bed.
everybody put a dog behind their butt so the chairs don't, so the chairs don't squeak.
I can't sit back. I have a dog behind my bed.
gonna put a spider behind it.
No.
See?
Since you were the one that specifically looked up at the night sky,
My perception was a 21.
yeah. The
Got a choker and a dress on, ladies and gentlemen.
seasonally it feels weird.
Seasonally, it feels weird.
Yeah.
Like you
So,
changed season.
It feels more like you're at the tail end of winter as opposed. Well, it feels more like you're at the beginning of spring than at the tail end of winter, like you were.
Damn it, guys! We missed the winter festival.
Again.
I did.
It was what
Well,
I
it was-
wanted
it
to
was-
go back for. The winter market. I wanted the winter market.
Oh darn!
But it was the end of winter last.
But we had to get out of town because we were.
Right, but it feels more like
We're being tracked.
springish right now, like the beginning of spring.
But we were already in the beginning of spring.
No,
Yeah.
now you're at the end of winter.
We
We were
were-
at the end of winter.
Yeah, so the spring comes after winter.
Coming up to.
Right, but you were still experiencing the end of winter. Spring had not sprung yet.
Like we missed a
Spring
couple
would
weeks.
spring sets
Spring
in
has
after the
sprung.
winter.
Spring to be
Spring has
sprung.
sprung.
And I'm gonna share that with the group. I'm gonna say, guys, I think we time skipped again.
Again.
Yeah, we time
Yep.
skipped before,
Remember when we came from?
when we came back from
We
the
were gone
moon,
for a month.
And everybody was gone.
and they thought we were dead. I think we did that again.
Maybe we should stop using the thing.
So that means we're walking home.
What?
No,
I
we
don't
just-
have a
we
problem
just
walking.
carried
We
it.
don't have the Marlo.
It's got legs. Maybe we can get it and walk. It's like a giant horse.
I don't care if it takes 20 years. I'm gonna go home in style. I'm not gonna trudge over the mountains.
These ankles don't walk.
Try.
Is it?
I'm not
has
dressed
it been
for
8 hours?
travel.
Has it been 8 hours? Or are we still in the middle of our rest?
Still in the middle of your rest.
Are we setting like watches for our rest?
Yeah, we're setting watches for the rest.
Okay, who's taking first watch?
I'll take first watch.
Okay, taking second. Charlotte is taking third. Willa and Mara taking third. Okay. Give me a perception check as everyone else settles in for their rest.
And
And
wonderful Ivory.
We can spar on our last.
I'll take the first one with her.
okay,
I'm always looking
Use
for more
a four,
things to learn.
A 21 again. And then Ivory gets
Those are the metal dice?
yeah,
Oh,
18.
yeah.
Ivory on me.
Okay. Go ahead and give me perception as
At
well.
least it only rolls 18, 19s, or 20s.
I was a 15.
Was it? Look at mine. See, look at that.
Yeah,
A
it was
5.
almost an 18. It was almost an 18.
Getting those Ivar
It-
Wheaton rolls.
Yeah, I know, right? What is perception, right?
Your
11.
11?
proficiency on perception. Because it's
During the early evening of your watch,
another roll.
it's strange. You never really experience any wildlife coming into the area. The nighttime air is surprisingly warm, even for spring. Like almost like a humidity warm. The smell of the lake permeates the air. The methane gas smell is pretty much everywhere.
We don't do a campfire.
We're in the ship, right?
You guys tell me where you are.
We're in front of the ship.
Oh,
Is
we're
there
in
enough
the
room
ship.
for us to? I mean, is there enough room for us to sleep in the ship?
For as long as you're sleeping in the seats. It's not a very big ship. I mean, it's designed
I
to
know.
carry up to 7 people.
I'll
Relative
unbolt the seats and throw them
discomfort.
out so we can like make room to lay down. That's good. All right. Okay, I guess we're gonna be outdoors then.
Well, they
Well,
can
if
be
you're-
sleeping
you're on your
inside and we
ship.
can be outdoors.
Can I process the poison from my system to make my poison stronger?
Resolve that. I'll try your turn. Yeah.
I will be watching.
She's
outside the
dreaming.
ship.
I hope my poison's stronger.
If they want
I
to
hope that I absorb.
be sleeping in the ship, they can be.
I want
sleeping
to
in
be
the
more
ship.
I wanted to make my kisses dead.
Lord DM, please.
What's that?
So they can be sleeping in the ship if they want to be sleeping in the ship. But
That's
I will
fine.
do my watch outside.
Okay. You and Ivory are outside. So far, where are you? Outside with, I mean, you guys are like, there's a lot of strange incongruities here. There's a lot of strangeness here. Like, the trees and like all the plant life seem brownish green. The water just doesn't, the water and the soil and everything you're looking at, just, it all seems so strange. Every now and then you hear something way off in the distance, like a metallic whirring sound that just carries over the wind and breeze, just this steady.
Does it sound like footsteps?
No, sounds like a grinding metal wheel.
If I was a guessing woman out of
You're
character,
asleep.
because Willow wouldn't know any of this.
You're asleep.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on.
When you're making that sound, I was all like,
Meta.
Hey, y'all talking out of character.
It's just, you know how like industrial sections have that far distant churn, that echoes out, then dims, then echoes out again. It's a strange sound. Not anything you've ever heard before.
Okay.
So it finishes your guys' watch. You wake up Scarlet for the second watch.
Yep.
Scarlet, give me a perception check.
I rolled a 15.
15.
Charlotte, did you want to do the watch with me?
Yes, probably should.
I don't know. She looks really tired, guys.
She's
Is that a
only gonna
two
sleep
two?
with one eye open. So
Just that's why they call it keep an eye out.
she's gotta be cautious.
One eye's in, one eye's out.
Be eye forward. Did you get Bell? Perception?
Perception.
I have to say, out of all the dice towers I've ever heard, that's the best dice tower.
It
All these other
actually
ones
sounds
like,
like it
my
rolls.
D4 got stuck. You got like 5 D4s stuck in it. You're like,
19?
The only ones that get stuck are my bigger
Between
dice.
the two of you, do you mention anything about the noise that you heard
Yes.
earlier?
It's
Okay.
still going on?
I'd say by the time they're woken up and you guys head off to take your rest, it's noticeable. And it
I will
wanes
mention-
and fades. Like it's and then like it's further away. It sounds like metal grinding on metal, or maybe metal grinding on stone. And it just echoes throughout the night.
Yeah,
Both sometimes
so I'm gonna-
high, sometimes very low, like you can barely hear it.
Can I like to hear in a certain
Direction.
direction?
You can give me a survival check.
Well, my 52.
Well, that was your perception.
That's true.
When she does that,
Mm.
if she lets me know a direction, I'm gonna look over in the direction.
Okay.
I wanna
Oh
see
my
it.
gosh.
You got 2 20s. I got 2 5s plus 2, so it's a 7.
The way the echo fades in and out, like you look in one direction, it sounds loud, but then you look in another direction, it sounds far. It's like it's hard to pinpoint.
It's echoey.
It's
Where
like
it-
it's like trying to find a
it's
cricket,
strange
right?
echo.
Where it throws the voice. You know.
Yeah, kind of. It's weird. But the one thing is the pattern's the same, like just like steady grinding noise.
Wait till you see my dice tile. It's a hamster city that I set up, and the hamster takes the
Hamster
dice,
City.
goes through the hamster.
Has our necklaces
pops out the other
started
side.
reacting to the sound at all?
No, not particularly. I mean, they're just the inert items that they are. I mean, the only time they react is when you get near the ship and do the normal reaction when you're near the ship. But other than that, no.
I'm gonna go sit in my cozy spot, just climb up and sit for just listening.
Oh, I'm not in my tree
She's
form.
not in a tree farm.
Oh,
Yeah,
there is a
she-
tree form.
She can't.
I
because
was.
the soil's
She
too
came out.
toxic.
She was when you went to sleep, but
I'm just
she's not.
in my rocking chair,
I miss my tree.
rocking back and forth.
I mean, you could
I'm
still
gonna-
probably climb up in my branches.
Actually, I'm gonna hop up. I'm gonna
Awkward.
use the acrobatics to get up on top of the ship to see if I can get a better view.
Top of the wasp. Okay. You don't really need to make a check. You're pretty nimble. You kind of use the metal appendages that dig into the ground from when you guys landed. You just climb up on top of it and kind of like sit there looking around. Give me another perception check. That you just take a little extra time to be more focused.
14.
14? It's the damnedest thing. It's just like there's about a 10-minute spat there that it's silent. You don't hear a thing. Then off to your left, you just hear it way off in the distance. And then you hear something to the right that feels closer. Same grinding sound, but then suddenly it's further away. It's very strange. Can't quite pinpoint it.
I don't like this.
I think we need to get out of here.
Finish your guys' watch.
No.
You guys eventually wake up Morrow, and Willa for the third and final watch. Do you
And
fill
we
it in?
We let them know what happened, what we saw, and what we
Give me a con save, Willa.
Ooh, con save.
No.
I'm dying on the vine as it were.
Constitution saving.
Oh, wilting.
6.
6.
Yeah.
I'm wilting.
As Bella and Scarlet wake you up and then Morrow gets woken up, you guys notice that Willa's form is kind of wilty.
Oh, shit.
Alright.
Can't use you in a salad now.
It's
So
so
would it be
weird.
like
You can use her in a
medicine
smoothie.
check?
Yeah,
or a
smoothie.
Nature check?
Give me a nature check. Or medicine, up to you.
I'll do
That's
them.
that's kind of a toss-up.
Probably like to take a
One's got
medicine
a
check on her.
proficiency
If
and
you
one
stay up
doesn't.
too long, though, you'll take a point of exhaustion.
Alright, so I'll use the.
Well, I mean, if you said when we woke her up, she's not looking good, so
Right.
can
I'll
I,
use the nature
while
check.
while I'm waking her
I
up
dig a
because
hole.
she doesn't look good, can I make a medicine check to see?
Sure.
Oh well.
Yeah. Six.
Oh my
6.
god.
Terrible.
I'm
I checked
fine. I'm
nothing.
completely fine. There's nothing wrong
Great.
with me.
I kind of want to see D4s go down there.
Go
I want to see
I
if they
don't
will
know
get
if they'll
stuck.
make it down there.
Here, I have three of them right here you can play with.
I just like the satisfying sounds of when
Are
they
they
go
gonna
down.
get stuck?
I don't know. We'll find out.
They do.
Don't let Ivar be right. Don't let him be right.
One's still in there.
I told you they get stuck.
Alright, now run a D.
Oh, yeah.
Is it still stuck?
Yeah.
They should make an 8-sided dice that's just got 1 through 4 and 1 through 4
Yeah,
on it.
Yay!
They should make an 8-sided dice with 1 through 4, 1 through 4.
D4s are fine in my tower.
Wouldn't that be the same odds? If you made an 8-sided dice with ones at 1 through 4 on it.
2 4s and 2
Yeah,
3s.
2 4s, 2 3s, 2 2s, 2 2 1s.
Well, no, then you never get a 1.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's got 2 1s.
it's got 2 1s,
Yeah, that'd be
2
2.
2s.
No,
No,
a 1.
stop it. You know what you're doing. I don't like it. Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator. I'm gonna take a break from you. Very tedious DM tonight.
I'm in war mode.
What exactly was he asking?
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Making different kind of dice.
Okay, so
I mean, physically, she looks strange. Like, normally she's more of a green coloration with more like prominent organic bright colors.
I'm not there.
But she just seems wilty like the other natural vegetation around here.
I'm too damn tired. I'm just going to bed. I just ignore it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Curl up into your bedroll and just. So give me perception. Willa, give me perception with disadvantage, please.
What are you stealing?
Oh, my printed terrain.
Okay, maggot.
Yeah.
With disadvantage?
Print me an 8-sided, 4-sided
Unfortunate.
dice.
I have
Did you get Mara?
Terms.
You sure you're all rolled on mine? It's more
How
satisfying.
much stuff I can
Mara, what did you get?
7.
7.
I'm just rolling 4.
Lots of arrows.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 16 and a
That's
4
funny.
for 7.
I mean, oddly enough, your watch goes
I know a single
pretty
warehouse in the future.
undisturbed. That same grinding noise off in the distance. And by the time daylight arrives, as you guys, it stops. You don't hear it anymore. And as you wake everybody up, it's everyone can mark off a long rest except for Willa.
Okay, but we
Oh,
were.
I trying to ascertain where the noise is coming from. I can hear the noise.
It was.
I mean, you give me a survival check.
It means I don't get any of my spell things back, right?
No,
Because I obviously I hear it, right?
not anymore.
Okay.
Like in the morning, the moment the sun comes up, it stops.
So I'm talking like before.
Yeah, you could hear it before.
Am I still poisoned?
That's
You are still poisoned.
That's 13.
13.
So not
Hard to tell. I mean, looking around, I mean the nearest area that makes sense are the sundered peaks off in the distance. It's possible it could have been echoing out of that direction. Those are maybe 30 miles distance from where you guys currently are, because you're on the edge of the glacial lake, and the beginning of the sundered peaks kind of starts on the other side of the rotted, permeated forest that you can see. And when you guys wake up, all of you equally notice that Will is in pretty bad shape. But you also notice that the trees that were here look worse.
They look worse.
Like things around here feel like they're deteriorating kind of quickly.
I think we should get on the bug and go.
Yeah.
I think so too.
I don't think we want to walk home. Do this.
We need to get the air is becoming toxic.
You're not curious about what that sound was?
I'm very curious about what that sound was, and we can investigate.
I do have a question though.
So
Because I'm
what?
resistant to
Low, low,
poison,
low, low, low.
is there any way I can try and make a save against that specifically to not be
Don't mess
poisoned
it, sorry.
anymore? Could I
No, because that
process
was
it?
your con save you made the previous night.
Okay.
And that was a 7, so unfortunately no. This is a fact
Okay.
of the natural environment. So it's not quite like a traditional poison.
Okay.
It's the way the natural. Give me an insight check,
Insight.
because it is happening to you.
Can we see any healthier trees off in the distance?
Give me a perception. See what you can see in the forest line.
With advantage or no?
With advantage, because I'll say you can climb back on top of the ship and look.
The same water thing?
Same dice.
Hello. I'm just destroying all the roots of all
Okay, okay,
plants.
okay.
That one.
Normally I'd
Hard
have
to tell.
advantage on insight, but I'm poisoned, so
There's even a slight haze
Just
over the
poison the
rotted
land.
trees,
Hello.
so it makes it hard to see beyond.
that's a 7. But I
Yeah,
have
I got a
disadvantage.
nat one and a
And I have
9.
like I have advantage, but
Yeah.
it's disadvantage, so
So it's a regular roll.
yeah, it's a 7.
7?
Yeah, look at that.
I will say at the very
This
least,
planet's not worth the effort. Sorry.
you feel like this is a magical corruption. So it doesn't feel like a physical, organic
Yeah.
interaction.
This is why I keep eating magic users. I have advantage on magic against magic as well. Effects.
Yeah, but you're still at disadvantage, so it's still a regular roll.
Yeah, yeah.
But I would say, I mean, innately, you feel like this is not a physical debility.
But
This
no,
feels like something's affecting you.
well, see, the reason I say that is like I had disadvantage because I was poisoned, right? Already.
Well, now you're exhausted.
Well, no, like before when I was making
So
the
her,
con save.
her being in the ship didn't make any difference.
No.
This is what I was saying. I had a disadvantage on my con save because I'm poisoned, but I have advantage against spell
Still a regular
effects.
roll.
But I didn't do a regular roll for my con save. I did a disadvantage.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. You make another roll.
Okay. Because it was a 16 and a 4. Come on, something more than a 4.
Something more than a 16.
I rolled a 14. That's a 17 plus 3 for dirty 20.
30-20. You're not poisoned anymore,
God, I hate being
but you were still unable to take a long rest.
Okay,
So you do have a point of exhaustion
so I'm still disadvantaged with
Correct.
but-
because of the point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
But I'll say, while you still look wilty and ill, you're not under the effect.
Okay. I processed that.
You don't think that that's what the problem is, though.
I want poison stronger.
But you don't feel like that's what the problem is.
Just because it's not what it is doesn't mean I don't want it.
Spoken like a true a PC.
Yeek. Yeek.
So it's fresh morning. What are you guys doing?
Can we
Uh,
fly the ship without using spell slot?
No. Unfortunately.
what if we
Well, I mean, you guys could actually finally spend some time trying to understand how it works.
I'm gonna spend some time trying to figure out how this works.
How it works.
I'd like to look for a
maybe
manual.
it'll take a blood sacrifice.
I'm gonna spend some time figuring out.
Doing an Arcana check as you spend the morning examining the vehicle.
Maybe there's
Can I try to help her?
maybe it's a wood burning stove.
She already has advantage, so
Do
you
you
can
have
make your own
guidance?
Arcana check.
Do you have guidance? It's a cantrip.
These are some cool looking.
Maybe it's got a wood furnace and we could just have her feed one of her arms in continuously to power the ship.
Do you have guidance?
This is the weirdest D6.
That is weird. It's like it melted.
This is a D5.
Well, where's the
Where the
D4?
numbers are on the sides.
How do you roll that?
I've rolled it a few times. It always rolls on a number.
What?
I got a new dice set because I wanted a
It always rolls a five.
D100 for I've always wanted one, and it came with the D5 in it.
I got mine. Do you have guidance?
No.
Okay. And 19.
19?
Okay.
It's weird, right?
Spending the morning kind of examining the ship while others are just kind of doing the morning, activities. Some are looking for where the noise came from. Some are taking a notice that Willa is not quite in good shape, and that the natural surroundings seem worse than they were the previous day. The ship seems to mostly only function when the helmet is being used. You get the feeling that the helmet is the connection between the pilot and the ship's expected behavior. The more advanced people are in the Arcana skill, the more adapted the ship is itself. People who are not used to piloting the ship get the feeling that it absorbs more arcane power from the user. However, you also get the distinct impression that there are some side effects to misuse of the ship. You examine some of the componentry and the kind of like charge station where the spell actually gets absorbed into and then exhausted out one of the ports to help the ship move. This vehicle doesn't seem to be designed to fly down here. Everything you're like looking at and interpreting, this thing was designed for up there. And either the fact that you're down here is causing some strange side effects from its use, but you do find a strange glow panel, almost like a tachometer kind of thing. And you're able to look at that, and then you
What's a tachometer?
just like a usage meter of the ship.
Okay.
Um,
Kind of like a pedometer.
Power
but-
usage.
yeah. This one's
How many hours does it
this
usually
one's
have?
based on time. It's because you don't remember seeing it before, you do know that it's calculating that maybe about 11 months have passed since you've used it. So from the point of leaving Stone Grove and coming here, somehow 11 months were consumed during its use.
I'm gonna share that with you.
Maybe you could cast spells into the helmet to use. Maybe it can.
I'm wondering if we fly this up to the moon and then fly it back down to Stone Grove, if we would lose less time.
If we would get a reset.
No, I don't think we'd get a reset, but when we flew
If
it
we
to
fly
the
around the
Stone
world
Grove
fast
from
enough the
the
opposite
moon,
direction, like Superman, it'll stop
we only
in
lost a
reverse
month,
time.
right?
Now
And by
we've
doing
lost-
that, everything.
now we've
reverses
lost
by
a
the
year.
moon.
And we lost a year this time. So if we,
So most of them did.
what if we fly it up there, that's a month, and then down, that's a month, maybe. Whereas before, I mean, if we just fly it from here to the Stone Grove, it's probably gonna be another year.
I'm
2
all for
months
getting off this rock and go
versus
check
a
out
year.
what's out there because
I'm for that.
I'm pretty
What-
sure
Does my
there's a
logic
couple of death
seem-
warrants out for us.
Maybe. I mean, you remember leaving the Shadow Moon and coming directly down into Vasselheim? You remember losing, what, a couple weeks? 2-3 weeks?
And they thought we were dead.
Well,
It was long enough that they thought we were dead. But yes, we lost less time. So if we go up to the moon and then down, that might be losing, take less, time, space distortion, whatever we're going to call it.
You guys notice that the trees begin shaking.
What are they saying?
Let's get out of here.
I speak with plants. What are they saying?
They're
Is
not
it
saying
shaking like
anything.
there's a
They're
feather in
dead.
it?
They're shaking like something
Coming
is
up.
tremoring in the area, and you watch as a giant metal sphere starts rising out of the edge of the rotted portions of the forest,
Everybody
Get
inside
in.
the wasp.
and you see that it starts telescoping up these huge 30-foot tall legs, and you watch as a drill bit comes out of its like spherical body, and then that familiar grinding noise. It starts grinding into the ground, and you lose sight of it, and now the ground's tremoring around you.
You hear Jerry go,
Oh,
"Hi
right.
guys, this planet's not worth it. We're destroying it. Gotta get out of here."
That's not
Um,
good.
I'd like to
That's
note that I'm
bad.
doing that supersonic scream that plants do when people can't actually hear it.
Yeah, please don't let us hear it.
You know what I'm
She
talking
can
about.
totally do that.
Sure.
I'm like screaming right now because it's like it's hurting.
You just see huge jettisons of gas coming out of the forest now. The whole forest is now just kind of wilting away from where it's drilling.
Guys, let's get in the wasp.
Everything's trailing.
We need to get up and out.
We're dragging Willa into the wasp.
Okay. As you guys all funnel into the wasp, off to your left, behind one of the residential structures, another one comes up. Drill bit.
That's not.
Something
You see
something
gas
right,
jettisoning
yes.
out from the tree line.
Yeah. So
something is mining this area.
alien.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know alien. We don't even know Jerry's an alien. We know he's weird.
But we noticed the technology of the machine that we just destroyed. And
All right.
it's very
So
similar.
we're gonna get the.
Give me an intelligence check as you put on the helmet.
There are no 220s. 2 ones.
Scanners.
Your
I
brain's
love
coming
that
out your nose.
movie.
That 1955 horror flick.
Yes.
If you die, would you like your body to be repurposed?
No.
The natural way, being absorbed into a tree.
19.
19. You only use one spell slot this time to get it off the ground. You can feel the arcane energy permeating through the helmet and into the vessel as well.
Okay.
No strange vibration this time. Almost like you're able to kind of handle the steering and the way it's managed. And all of you watch is different componentry, is all the crystal lights on the interior panels, the three-dimensional astrolabe kind of coming into existence.
Can we see what's going on below us down on the ground?
How high do you want to go?
Higher than the
To the
creatures.
moon.
Higher than the drills.
To the moon, Alice.
You feel a mental connection with the helmet, and like in your mind, you're like, I sure wish I could see. Everything that you guys are standing on goes transparent,
Yeah.
and you guys can see straight down now.
Oh shit.
And as you look straight down, not only can you see the two drills mining the forest, but off in the distance, you can see dozens more deeper into the forest line, back towards the Sundered Peaks, as at least 24 of these things pop up.
Where the heck did those things come
You see
from?
jettison gas coming out as they drill deeply, huge chunks of trees flying off in different directions. And
Guys, we gotta find some kryptonite.
in your helmet, you hear a crackling noise. Yeah, unidentified vessel. Why aren't you registered? Who are you?
I'm the only one that hears that.
We recognize the silhouette of your wasp from. We understand. Who are you? That vessel hasn't been registered in with the central organization. You need to respond. Like they're confused. They're like they not sure where you came from. They even sound a little nervous. As your mind wonders who it is, this translucent energy pops up in front of everybody, and there's a goblin with this weird silver helmet on with wires coming out of it.
Similar to the one I'm wearing.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Who are you? What are you doing in WASP 89446YG?
Driving it.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. You're not registered with the. We don't show the icon for the white lion on your registry. Who are you?
Can they hear him now?
No, only you can hear. You're the one wearing the helmet. They could see the picture of a goblin with its mouth moving, but you're the only one that can hear.
Is there
Through
a
the
button,
helmet.
like a mute button I can see?
Suddenly it goes. You think about it, and it stops talking.
Guys, this guy's asking about the white lion. I don't have the icon of the white lion. What the fuck?
William Conifer?
Yeah, no. The badge. Who has the badge?
I have the badge.
But that badge wasn't White Lion.
It's not the white lion.
No.
The Golden Ravens.
The Ravens.
That's the golden raven. The white lion is William Conifer,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It does.
There was
The
something
one
else.
that you didn't kill.
We were supposed
No,
to
we're
kill
supposed
him.
to kill him.
You could tell
Can
them
we
that
go back in
they're-
time?
Dropping your contract, huh?
Can we go back in time?
Can't
You hear the cobalt head in the bag. I don't think that's possible.
remember. Shh.
One question down.
Oh, ask the head. What's the
No.
No.
No, it would know.
Excuse
It
me.
would know. It would know what the symbol for the white lion would be.
Pretty
A
sure
white
it's a
lion?
white lion. Just gonna guess that.
I'm just gonna do a wag.
If he's registered with the White Lions, we can use his pass.
Just tell him that William
Just
Conifer
ask him
has
what
us
his
on.
pass is.
Just tell him that we're a stealth,
Armed jury,
stealth group from
aka the
William
White Lion.
Conifer, and he doesn't want us registered.
You're not registered with me. What are we doing?
Okay, I'm gonna unmute and say
Why aren't you answering me?
we
You know
are
it does.
a stealth group from the White Lion. You don't see us.
You're not the hoods you were looking
Give me a deception check.
What's my charisma?
Can I stand behind her and review
Damn it.
the goblin
Like,
that
what is my-
assists with her intimidation?
No, because
Damn. All right. So
the connection has to be through the helmet.
I really want to use
Yeah.
my diplomatic immunity thing that I got twice for short rest. I
Yeah.
automatically get a 15 on charisma rolls. I don't know if 15 will work, but you know.
Okay. Listen, you're an unregistered wasp in a primary mining zone. Unless you have either special discompensation from the White Lion organization or the Golden Affiliate, I don't know what you're gonna have to come up here and answer some questions. Consider yourself in custody otherwise.
Okay, And I'm gonna tell them what he just said.
Take
Oh.
out the golden raven.
Let's go.
Golden
That
Raven.
sounds interesting.
Take out the pin.
The Golden Raven pin.
So, but, okay, special dispensation from the White Lion or the Golden Affiliate.
The golden.
Golden affiliate.
So how do I tell them that we have a Golden
Show them the
Affiliate?
badge.
I mean,
Showed him the badge.
Show 'em that we're,
Show me
a
that.
affiliate.
we could always go up there and just take over.
We don't know how many of them there are.
Do that, but
Tell them you just fucked up. We're coming to see
We
you.
don't have any weapons
Maybe 6.
on the ship.
We don't know
do I get the impression by going up, he means the Shadow Moon?
Maybe.
Mm.
Based on the Shadow Moon.
We really shouldn't have gone up for a year.
Well,
I really want to go back in time. Okay.
well, do we have like a cloaking ability on this thing? To hide from
But it's
everything?
I don't want to go back in time.
It's assuming that
Their technology.
their technology can't see the cloak.
We should probably can.
Did it work fine?
We're part of their fleet.
Well,
Drop down
if you-
10,000 meters.
If you don't want to go up,
They're
you
thinking
can
in two
always
dimensions.
tell them
Mhm.
that we
Mhm.
could.
Just find
We were
a
willing to
canyon
go up
and
there, but delaying our mission you'll have to answer one for yourself. You know, stuff like that always fun to intimidate.
Okay, I'm gonna say, we could, pulling out my Golden Raven pin.
Sorry. I didn't realize they were operating this area. I didn't mean to bother you. I'm sure that the Grand Inquisitor has his reasons for you being there. Thank you. Bye. Just shuts right off.
Mm. Contact me. Tell them you want your name and badge number
Oh shit, guys.
for extra
Shit
torture.
hit the fan while we were
Gone?
gone.
Ooh,
We
this
really
is
should feel
24.
like.
Whoops! I guess Jerry talked.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Crap.
Sounds like it's time to have Jerry come back.
A lot happened in 11 months.
Well, he probably obviously won the election.
And killed everybody else. Crap. All of our quests are probably
Oh,
Expired.
you're in trouble too.
Mm-hmm.
She's a completionist. Don't do that.
Yeah.
All right, Sheldon.
Mm.
I have a quest list, and they're all
Hmm.
probably just, no.
This is the reason 2 years from now he's going to say, well, the only reason that you guys didn't make it to 20th level is because you
You
missed
skipped.
doing those.
Yeah. Right? You missed
There's no
doing the
20
other
levels.
ones.
Anyway,
You guys watch as the drill machines begin to kind of swarm the area that you were in. You watch as they kind of plummet through some of the residential structures. You watch as one of them kind of waddles its huge tripod-like form out into the water and drills down through the water's surface, and eventually a massive methane bubble comes
What
out.
the heck are they doing to the planet?
mining it,
Mining it for what?
They're destroying
everything.
All right.
Including the methane?
No,
Let's
probably
go.
minerals and stuff.
Our house probably is not there anymore.
I can't drink because I don't want to drink. Refrigerator.
There's ice in the freezer.
Well, if we do go back,
Are you sure we've been gone that long?
Yes, 11 months.
we just have back pay for 11 months.
We really, really, really probably should have just taken the Bardo over the mountains.
It would have taken, what, a month to get here otherwise?
2 months.
2 months.
See, that's what, because I thought it was, we took the bug to get there, got there shorter. That's why I
Right.
thought,
Oh, it felt shorter less, but it was a year for
It
the
was a
rest of the
year.
planet.
By being in the ship, it
Yeah, you can feel that. I mean,
warped the space
probably
time
because she's not a
continuum.
master pilot of the ship. Probably not designed to be used in the method you guys used it. And somehow the side effect, what happened? Bella's like, shit.
Did you have somewhere to be?
no, it's not that. I was just trying to think of the, because I thought we.
All the spiders lifespan.
All those materials.
Oh, our house is probably fine. I had implanted a security system before we left.
But William Conifer was trying to take over the town.
Town.
The world.
city.
Yeah.
Vasselheim's a capital city. Hundreds of thousands of people live there.
Yeah, or at least used to.
Uh-huh.
They'll be like, you've been down a year. Why don't you complete your contract now?
Okay,
Your
you're
house.
only supposed to be gone a couple months.
Now you hear it.
What is it?
Captain, we have a vessel approaching.
You look, and in your eye, you can see a yellow kind of beeping light indicator.
Okay, what is it?
You gotta press the button.
Expands out. It's it's kind of like almost like a three-dimensional map of the general area that you're in. Deep in the Thunder Peak mountain range, there's a slight ping.
Can I tell what the thing is?
Don't look familiar.
Can you click on the hologram?
Hologram gets a little bit bigger, and it's a valley amongst the mountain peaks, and now the beacon is.
Does it look like it's a volcano about to explode?
It just looks like a point in the mountain range. Yeah,
Bigger.
optics won't go any bigger than that. It's this bright beacon. The
Enhance.
telemetry
Enhance.
kind of running along the
Enhance.
right of it.
Enhance.
It's maybe an hour's away from where you guys currently are, but it's a good 100 miles away from where you currently are.
I'm gonna tell the group about that. There's a
You want to
beacon.
go investigate it?
I don't know what the beacon is for. I'm asking my helmet. What is the beacon for?
There's like a animatronic, like effect of telemetry kind of coming up alongside the vision, and it's describing it is a emergency beacon.
Like a SOS?
It just describes it as an emergency beacon.
Okay, it's describing it as an emergency beacon.
How long has it been going on? Or did it just come on?
Did it just come on? Helmet?
Oh, yeah.
I just noticed it. So I haven't had the helmet on for long, so I don't know.
Let's
It's
park and
about-
walk over there.
You said it's about an hour away?
About, yeah.
About an hour away? It's 100 miles away.
Well, then, won't that cause us to go back? Time to go fast again?
Yeah, it'll probably take us a month to get there.
We got already a year anyways, might as well.
We haven't got up into the atmosphere yet, so.
Right. How far did we come to get here?
Quite a ways. I mean, you guys, it took you 3 or 4 hours to get there. It was a month-long journey. This looks like it's about 30 miles away, so less than an hour to get to the destination that you're determined to see the emergency
It's 30
beacon.
miles. My bad.
Let's go. We can walk.
Let's check it out.
You want to I don't want to leave the wasp.
That's true.
No, we're still
Oh,
in
we
the air.
need to get out of this vicinity
Yeah.
for.
Does it look like, on the map, does it look like any of these mining bots are,
No, the automatons that you're seeing don't look to be in that area.
I wonder
Okay.
if it won't be a problem anymore by the time we get there.
probably not. But
We need to get you some soil.
we also, I don't know why. it's
Start throwing
still-
dirt there.
Picking the food out.
Nice soil.
Here, it's brown.
Nice
That's so.
soil.
Yeah, we'll all crap in the corner for you.
Little soil green.
We don't really have much to go back to at Vasselheim,
Soil brown.
potentially. So,
Except for a dead of.
why do we have
Good for your trees.
495
Good for
gold?
you.
Because it's 45 gold a month to keep our servants.
I'm sure the servants have left. It's been 11 months.
We told them not to.
Tuesday
After
is soil
11
Friday.
months, I'm sure they left.
No, I told them, no, how long are you gone? To stay there.
I'm
Continue
sure
their
after
house.
11
If
months.
they're not there, I'm going to hunt each one of them down and put a dagger in their eye
But
socket.
they probably locked the house up this time.
I'm sure they locked the house up after 3
The first-
weeks.
Yeah,
So, no, I'm sure after the money ran out, they left.
they wouldn't stick around for
And how
nothing.
much money did they have? 5
Six
copper
months, I think.
pieces?
I left them with 6 months worth of money.
We're not
That's how
hiring them
long
back.
that's how long we thought we were gonna be gone.
Well, wasn't
I don't
sure
want
that-
servants anymore.
Okay.
We should get slaves.
So
They don't leave, and you
inappropriate.
don't have to pay them.
You don't have to feed them. You have to pay them. They don't leave.
We have a whole animatronic
You're
army
gross.
now.
She's on team, man. What do you want? Just hire, just
As
buy a
soon as
few
they're
meat
worn out, we
creatures.
just eat them.
Yeah, and when they can't lift another rock, you just consume them.
I left him with 200 gold, so that's a little less than.
Unhinge your John, go to town.
That's how you do things here. Okay, so emergency beacon. I have no idea what is beaconing the emergency. It could be bad guys for all we know. So let's go kill them.
Let's go kill them.
Okay, let's go.
Done.
Okay.
Or
With that initial intelligence check, you have full control of the vehicle. So you immediately
I'm not,
direct it to
not
go.
actually talking about going.
Oh, okay. Going
I
towards the
don't know.
beacon.
Going towards
So,
the beacon. Let's
yeah.
go check it out.
So about an hour goes by. Everything below is kind of moving rather quickly. As soon as you're out of that general area, you notice that Willa improves.
Oh, we go back.
Her brown, kind of wilted form, getting more green and organic as you get further and further away from the lake.
Wilta.
Willa the wilted.
Willa becomes Willa.
You start looking much better, Willa.
And as you guys peruse over the last of the forested area that butts up against the Sundered Peaks, you start to descend down into the valley. This time you don't.
I'm gonna turn on the hook.
Okay. It makes the ship invisible as you begin to descend down towards the valley. This time you don't feel like there was a spatial anomaly. Like it doesn't feel like this time.
We lost time.
Yeah, this feels
Oh,
like
good.
you maybe begin to understand
I'm
how
gonna look at the
this.
chronometer.
It shows an hour loss by
Okay,
the time you get there.
we've only lost an hour, and it took us an hour. So, okay,
We didn't lose anything.
we didn't lose anything.
As the vessel gets kind of like into the valley, you can see the ruined mass of a castle built into the side of a mountainscape. You can see that the valley sits below it, and this like 6-towered structure kind of like arcs up out of the side, and then the different towers up, but some are kind of collapsed in on themselves. You can see rubble piles down in the valley itself, but there's kind of like a stream running through it, little clumps of trees.
Was this on the map?
Which map?
Our man.
I don't know.
Not shitty side of any civilization here on the map.
The one that we used to get there.
It doesn't
This one?
show anything.
Yes.
Doesn't show anything.
Oh yeah, because Willa had bought a map.
It doesn't seem to show up on the map at all. You're like looking and kind of, you can see that the nearest point of egress of any civilization is way up north towards Adrian, or going out towards the Devil's Grin.
You said it's ruins.
Yeah, it looks like it's a dilapidated fortress structure.
So this isn't been
No more pilgrims
occupied
then?
for a while.
No more pilgrims.
More pilgrims.
If you remember when we first started, there was a lot
Yeah.
of people pilgriming to the Devil's
I know
Grin.
it's been almost a year. You tell me.
I mean,
It's been over a year because it was
This is
we'd been
before me, so I
contracted
don't
with.
know what you're
Listen
talking
here,
about.
Pilgrim.
when we were
Why are we
traveling
worried about
to
pilgrims?
Vasselheim.
We've been employed by the Azure Hammer for several years. And, that
So that
last
was
year,
before we joined you.
All right. Inspecting, looking around. Do I see any? Where was the beacon?
It seems to be coming from the ruined fortress.
And then I'm going to use my eyeglass to see what I can see.
Now, that has a range limitation.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
So,
still too far away.
Yeah, it's designed for you to be within 60 feet of things.
gives you advantage.
So you'll use it now, you'd see just outside the ship. Not that you can use it for that, but it's just,
And the
nothing
ship's
there.
probably glowing.
the ship's definitely glowing.
All right. Do I see a place that we could hide the last?
Yeah, there's some clumps of trees and forests that are down in the valley below the fortress.
Okay. Shall we go down and investigate?
Let's investigate and recharge her, to be sure.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna plant myself somewhere non-toxic if you don't mind.
Settles in a group of trees that pretty thick overgrowth. And
Yeah,
give it a little bit of security.
And
Very
we
well.
use, after Willis feeling better, we'll have her
Tops the trees.
grow them around it.
Okay. So you guys watch as you guide Willa out, and you feel your tendrils and roots dig into the soil. For the first time, you feel that natural kind of like energy pouring into your form. So you get rid of your point of exhaustion.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the ship if someone else had a different helmet, would they be able to take you, or do they need this particular helmet?
You hear a kobold voice. I don't know.
I was asking the ship, my mind, not out loud.
Such an asshole.
That's two.
It's not two because I was asking the ship.
You don't get a sense of a response, but you get the feeling that each helmet is unique to the wearer, not necessarily the vessel.
That's locking it. Just have to lock it. Lock it when you're
Okay.
Put it in your bag.
Can we shrink you down and put you in our pocket?
Size of your palm.
The vessel?
No, the helmet.
Oh no, I was talking about the vessel. But yes.
No reaction.
We're still in it.
I crush people.
Reminds me of that movie
Interspace?
Inner Space. Yeah.
It goes through the blood
All right.
vessels.
I put the helmet in my pocket.
Pocket.
You guys can actually hear the nature again. You can even watch as small, kind of like animal are like sprinting away from you after the ship lands. See birds moving around.
While she's resting, because we'll give her.
She only needs a short rest to recover.
Right.
So you guys got about 30 minutes.
I'm
And I
gonna
gotta,
try.
well, I'm
I'll get
gonna
my
hunt.
spells then.
I was gonna try and hunt. And let Ivory hunt.
Okay.
We're gonna hunt.
Okay.
While keeping an ear out. I mean, we're not doing this like, oh.
We're being proper hunters.
I think our begs to differ.
The reason we did it.
We got rations, don't we?
Rations.
You do have rations.
There's rations, but I don't know about rations.
It's hard to feed a large cat.
Hey man, we're getting close to one. It's just how I get.
It really does.
You're close to what?
Really,
Four.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is just, he's gonna be
He
like
gets
this
giddy.
the whole week.
He gets to play. He actually gets to play one of his NPCs as he sells merch stuff.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh my god, you should totally be like Kumat's soul.
I know.
The whole war.
Well, hello there. Would you be
No,
interested in a
people
cheap
wouldn't
plastic crate that'll bring you hours of fun and make your introverted self feel sad and lonely when you get home at night?
There's a cat in there. Is it dead or alive?
Obviously, it's both. Next question.
Yeah, I'll take one of those cheap plastic cubes. Sure.
Okay, so as she's resting and we're catching food and
Okay.
then
So you two are going to go hunting.
Yeah.
What do the rest of you do with your time?
3, because
Ivory's going with you.
keep an eye out.
Will is recovering, so that leaves Sephora, Bella, and Maro back at the landing site.
Bella, keep an eye out.
Guard duty. Waiting all night to say that, weren't you?
It is a fun.
Bella just looks up, holding the slightly rotten cobalt head in her hand. What? Keep an eye out. Okay.
Not.
Did the cat get your tongue? Did the cat get your tongue? Oh no, it got your eye.
So you two give me survival checks with advantage because Ivory is attempting to hunt.
17. Ivory's a
15.
You come across some kind of like normal hunting trails, track trails of like deer and other things. However, strangely enough, you come across
People tracks?
no
Hummingbird track?
horse.
Horse track? Shodden feet?
No.
Wild horses.
Do they look heavy, like they're carrying people?
Give me an insight check.
Plus 2, dirty 20.
20. I mean, they're big. They sink into the ground pretty decently. Good size. Hard to know for sure. Could be.
Is there
Can I
any?
tell how recent?
That survival check with dirty 20 in the last hour or so.
I'll share that too. We may want to do that.
Yeah. That's a little too close to comfort.
Because if they're coming from, is it coming from the direction of the fortress? We're going
No.
towards.
Feels like it was coming from the forest.
From the forest to the fortress?
To the fortress?
Direction?
Maybe.
Okay.
So maybe
Possibly.
they're the reason that the emergency beacon got hit.
Okay. Yeah, so we probably should just go back.
What's your passive perception?
16.
16? What's your passive?
don't
Training
know.
your character sheet.
Ivory's.
Let's see.
11. Okay, so you guys follow your own trail back, and eventually you watch as they come out from the undergrowth. So you're back at the ship. Your short rest is over. What do you guys do?
I'm going to share with the group. I saw horse tracks, and they were heavy and probably carrying people. A person. One horse track or multiple?
Felt like multiple.
Multiple horse tracks carrying people. Probably.
Well,
Let's check the
Are
beacon.
you rested up yet?
yes. I'm
Can
feeling a lot better.
you
Talk
talk
to
with
your
the
friends.
talk with clinics and see if they have any insight onto if they're going what's been going on?
I'm gonna go talk to that bush over there. Hey,
Oh, hi.
so
Yeah.
you come here often?
I live here.
Yeah.
Well, I live here for a little while. Then I die. And then it's a strange circle.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't even really know what a circle is, but I seem to participate.
nice. In your circle of things, you notice anything weird around here?
You?
I know, that's kind of weird, aren't I?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm not able to talk to bipeds. But you don't look like a normal biped.
I'm a tree.
Oh,
I
you
learned
don't look like a normal tree.
yeah, I learned to walk and talk. I'm trying to, get us to rise up. Want to help me?
I don't know what you mean by rise up. I'm always up.
Oh, the meat bags are always, chopping
Meat
us
bag.
down.
What's a meat bag?
I'll point behind me.
Oh, I've always wondered what those are. There's a bunch of them up there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are they doing?
I don't know. They're kind of weird looking though.
Yeah. In what way? Are they like the ones around here?
The ones behind you?
Mm-hmm.
No, those are weird, but they're like they have 4 legs,
Yeah?
but they're people on top. Meat bags on top.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're 4 legs with meat bags on top. Yeah.
Do they care for you? I've met some meat
Yeah, well,
bags.
how would they care for me? I understand how that would be normal.
Like they make the ground healthier.
The ground's the ground, isn't it? I mean, they don't make ground. I mean, they make piles of stuff that fall on the ground, but other than that, I don't think they make ground.
Do they harm everyone around here, or are they protecting you?
Harm or I don't think they really
They
do
cut-
either.
Do they cut you down?
It's like,
Oh, you can speak to plants too?
whoa! You should have told me.
Which Crazy Will is just sitting on the ground talking to a bush that seems to be shaking every now and then, but there's no audible sound.
It's like the wind gust, right?
Shaking the bush.
Both hands.
Have they been cutting people, cutting our people down at all?
No, they just seem to stay up there. They come down from time to time to like go check on things, but then they go right back up.
Well, they're already better than most. I just came from a place that was very bad. Or
Oh, you shouldn't go to bad places then.
yeah, but I keep getting taken there. It's weird. I'm learning more about these fleshy people.
Have they taken away your license? I mean, are you unable to consent? Do they just take you where you gotta go? I'm confused.
I mean, I just kind of follow them. We take
Oh.
weird places.
Oh, I get it. So you're stupid.
I'm not stupid. I'm
Then
learning.
don't go with them if they keep taking you to bad places.
Well, I'm trying to learn.
Oh,
They seem to.
so you can only learn in bad places.
I think sometimes, yeah.
Oh.
You have to experience a bad thing to realize it's a bad thing.
So if you've had multiple bad experiences, you
What are they
still go?
saying, Willa?
They're different bad
What
experiences.
are they saying?
Oh, sorry. There's horse people. And
Okay.
they don't. I don't think they hurt the plants, which makes them a whole lot better than we just came from.
How many? Say?
Did you know? Did you see how many there were?
Oh, I don't know how to tell you numbers. A lot, I guess.
Okay.
Billions.
Like this many?
I don't know what that means, but
Like-
sure.
Each digit.
Branch?
Digit.
You know.
I'm just gonna look at her and be like, "Hello, are you trying to count to it? Because I don't think it has eyes.
You don't need eyes. I'm like, I flip up on my pedals.
Well, you have more than me, so.
I guess there's a lot. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't really count.
More than there are here.
More than- Oh, yeah, the other meat bags around you. Yeah, sure. There's a few more than that. I guess maybe a lot. I don't know.
Like twice as many.
I don't know numbers. I don't know what to tell you.
Like if there was this many again.
I don't know what part of this you don't understand. I don't know how to count.
No, but you know how many leaves are on your branches.
No, because that would be counting.
No, you just know.
Anything while you're out there.
I
I
think
think
you
we
might
need
be
to
right.
rein her in. She's talking to this plant for too long.
Like the bush actually goes silent. I don't know how to tell this stupid tree that I don't know how to count. This is very embarrassing. You guys are watching while it's strangle a bush.
I am not stupid.
And she's yelling, "I'm not stupid, you asshole!"
Pulls it from the roots.
No, not really.
Kills it.
Devours the plant.
Channeling the count. One.
This is how you get
One bush.
Bush, 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 bush. Two, bush, 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 bush.
And she's plucking them out.
It's like pluck the leaves. It's like you understand now. Pain makes you remember, doesn't it?
It's just this high pitched scream every time.
Not really. Not really doing it.
Okay, so we definitely know that there's some activity going on.
It's definitely making it difficult for the rising up. But continue.
Uh,
I'll have to find a new commander for my troops.
This one doesn't know how to count.
This one doesn't know how to count.
okay, as far as weapons go, are we still fully armored, or do a lot of stuff break?
I did.
Yeah, I got all my stuff back.
Did you need
Why,
more
something
arrows
break?
or something?
I
It
lost.
melted your dagger.
I did lost one arrow, and my dagger broke.
Well, yeah, because you roll a natural one.
Yeah.
Don't roll natural ones. And then it won't
I
break.
would like to make her a dagger.
A wood.
Yeah,
Wooden dagger. Okay.
that's what I use. And
Oh. She pulls it out of your chest. Sorry. about that.
Very effective against non-living blood-sucking meatheads.
See that?
Unless she imbues it with a magical nature. There you go.
I mean, you said my attacks are magical.
Mhm.
All I
consider
can
magical.
say is they keep me just
So what do you guys do?
alright. So do you want to go to the
Is it really fine, or is it just going to make me mad later?
Course, between CJ and Richard.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Other people's
Not the
drama.
B word. Okay.
Yeah.
What
So what are you guys doing?
Check this out.
Let's go.
We're
Stealthily.
heading towards the tower.
Do you want us to scout ahead,
The
Scarlet
castle
Knight?
ruin? Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna go scout.
scout.
Stealth Masters on
We're gonna
Give
duty.
me stealth checks. As you guys
Still
plunge
scout.
ahead and see if you can find a safe route up towards the fortress.
Ooh, natural 20.
And
They're not taking you, it's just
We're
them
not taking
going.
you.
Aw.
you would have, I know your stealth was one of your proficiencies.
Yeah.
What are you guys rolling for?
Hey, you said
I told them to roll
Cora
stealth check.
and-
I was the one that was telling us to go.
I got 30.
You're not very stealthy.
Apparently, I'm stealthier
I'm
than some.
I have advantage in stealth.
What's your stealth?
I only, it's a +2, but I have advantage.
Shit.
But I have an advantage, and I rolled a 20.
So did you get Scarlet?
You stay there and talk to your bush.
Yeah, but we'll call it a dirty 20 because I know you have a high stealth.
Yeah.
So, also, I'm pretty sure you have advantage on stealth.
Yeah, did you roll twice?
Yes.
So you two dip off in the direction of the fortress, leaving everyone else behind. So anything you guys want to do while you're waiting for them to report back?
I'm using that stealth
Take
to,
a picture
to
of the character.
scout somewhere else.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because I'm not losing
climb
them.
up a tree and look, kind of try and broaden the area. That
Give me
I can
perception with advantage as you do that. And you want to do, Belle?
Well, maybe like during the time, like while they were out and doing everything, I'm gonna have my guardian and keep practicing with it. I want to see if I can keep like one longer. See if I can maybe see if it could eat that piece of metal. See if maybe something changed. Because we tried water, turned into liquid. Tried fire, it turned into fire.
So you use the spell slots to control the ship, but no one else has used spells yet, right? So this is the first time you've been using spells since the new day. I need you to make a D100, please.
Ooh. Use the D100.
Ooh, I love it. What are you going to change into?
No, it's just a wild magic table.
Yeah. Look,
Oh,
look
yes.
this one's a D60. This one's a D30.
You
So we have
explode.
D24.
So we have 100 and we have the
Your hair might turn blue. You might
Explode.
change into it. Here.
Yeah.
How about we just roll it over there?
Spot.
Yeah.
Well,
Big one.
No, because the table's not flat.
Doesn't matter.
Jeez, it's flat now.
Okay.
Still going.
You could
You
use
want to
my
try
box.
rolling it again, or do you want the
Here.
15?
Roll it in that box
roll in
because
the
it's
Roll
going to.
it. That's better.
Or we'll just do it.
80.
80. Roll twice.
Oh.
Roll again.
Roll twice.
Oh.
Roll twice. 2 more times.
Here, throw this one too. Throw this one too. You're the first one that gets to roll my D100.
65.
Okay.
68.
58. Oh.
68. That one's kind of hard to tell.
20.
41.
20, 41.
I
41.
I thought I saw a 20. I'm not as close as they are.
So, the first thing you notice, those of you that are still there, is that all the hair on Bella's body falls away.
Oh no!
The second thing you notice is she's now 12 inches tall. Bella, roll a d4, please.
What happened?
I can ride my
Cast a
dragon now.
spell. She cast her spirit guardian.
She does wild magic?
Well,
Or it's
I
causing
think
something's
We're gonna,
causing
We're
we're
it?
just gonna let it go.
I got this. I got this.
you know how much.
No. We're just gonna let. We're
This
gonna
is
let
also a
it
D4. It might roll better.
Oh, that would push it down.
It like rolls 20 times more because you have to shake it through.
3.
You are bald and 12 inches tall for the next 3 days.
Well, wait. You like being in Willa's branches anyways. So
Yeah.
just
I am-
pick her up and put her in.
So Willa and
Oh wait. She's about this.
and Jade and Mara, get to the top of the tree, you like look down where she's like trying to bring her spirit guardian into existence, which she eventually does. So it's like this big chubby dragon sitting there on the ground, and you watch a very bald dwarf shrink down to 12 inches in height.
I'm gonna ride my dragon now.
Climb up on your dragon and
You can go scout. Can I?
you just watch as the translucent spirit guardian with this tiny bald 12 disappear into the undergrowth.
Oh god, I just realized, did my clothes at least shrink with me?
Yeah, it's all,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
everything shrunk with you.
I thought it was gonna be like a butt naked no beginner.
Should we chase after her? She looks a little hysterical.
I just really hope she stops that keening sound because we're supposed to be stealthy.
Any
Call it-
perception with advantage.
That was 19.
19. This part of the valley, looking in the direction of the fortress, you can see separations in between spaces that look like they could be trails, which would make sense with what Jade and Scarlet had seen. The fortress itself looks old. Like you get the feeling it's been here for a while because it's more at the base of the mountain and the exit point of the valley. Looking back, you can see the valley entrance that you guys kind of flew into. This feels very untouched and just kind of almost like, yeah, like it feels a little prehistoric to you, like strange. Like no sign of like harvested trees, no villages, no towns, no hamlets. Just this big, huge ruined fortress up like slammed in the side of the mountainscape.
Abandoned.
And we're aware.
So as you two crawl deeper and deeper through the forest line, getting closer and closer, you can hear strange talking, strange language.
Do either of us recognize it?
No, it's very guttural in the throat.
Is it centaur?
It is centaur.
I don't know.
Nice trick. I like that. D6 inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
Almost like you're paying attention.
Yeah.
It's fixed it. It's very guttural. It's got a weird kind of harmonic sound to it. It's lilty, but then it gets very baritone, like bass from the chest. Sounds like it's up ahead about 100 feet. You can hear like somebody shifting around, moving a lot.
Clopping,
Yeah.
perhaps.
Clopping.
Here you go.
What is that?
Did anybody bring that?
We're from the glue factory.
Oh, too soon.
Oh,
Too
too
soon.
soon, no. All right.
Oh, they turned off
So
the
we're,
breakers.
let's try to get up.
Next time,
Hey.
I'll tell her not.
Do you
Okay.
think I'll do the rolls and she can maybe do an assist for me on the rolls?
Yeah.
Since we don't know exactly.
What hers are.
Whatever.
That's fine. Yeah, we'll just show. You'll just give Sephora advantage. That's fine.
Inspiration.
So what are you doing?
Sneak up closer and see what. See.
Give me a stealth check with advantage.
Jesus. Oh, a 1 and a 20.
A 1 and
What is the
a-
chance
Yeah,
of
like
that?
plus the
Wow.
rolls. So
Be at
with
31.
Scarlet slightly to your right, and you kind of leading the way, you kind of begin to move through the undergrowth of the trees and the bushes, until you finally can. They sound like they're right on the other side. And you kind of part the bushes, and there's like six heavily armored centaurs, kind of grouped together. They're wearing plate mail from the midriff all the way up to shoulders. They've got kind of like vambraces, but no pauldrons, so that their arms are a little bit more easier to move. They clearly have spears and bows like strapped to their backs. You can see they're heavily equipped. I mean, other than the lower half of their bodies being, looking like horses, their upper half pretty much humanoid in appearance. But some have short hair, long hair, some have curly hair. One of them's female, and they seem to just be in a conversation about something.
Is the top half and the bottom half female?
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh, you deserve that stare.
She's checking for things.
That'd be my own best date.
I don't know.
So what do you two want to do?
I've never dealt with centaurs, have you?
But they look like they'd be pretty hard to kill.
Mm-hmm.
They're big.
And I don't want to aggravate something if we don't have to. But we need to investigate the signal.
And as you guys are hunkered down, within moments, all 6 of them suddenly stop for a moment and then immediately take the nearest trail in the direction of the fort. Just all of a sudden, they gallop away and start heading up the trail.
Chasing a tiny little thing on a
We're
dragon.
going to continue. Then we'll continue up the trail.
Abomination!
We'll continue up the trail toward the
Okay.
citadel.
Stealth.
Not a lot of cover.
If only you had a
If
tree
you
with
follow the exact trail, it's wide open.
If only you had
We're
a
going to
tree
follow
with
in
you.
between lines.
Tree lines will get you about halfway there, and then after that, there's no more cover.
I could cast it. I could make myself invisible.
Okay, I can't. So.
I'll make myself invisible.
Give me a D100, please.
I knew that was coming.
If only you had a tree with you that you could climb up or hide behind.
I'm not using that shit. That thing's stupid.
That thing, stupid.
I
Awesome.
want to use a
You're just
D10.
jealous.
I need the other kind of D10. There it is.
I finally broke
72.
72. Roll twice.
You love to roll twice, don't you? 47.
Okay.
And
Oh, what is
that'd be
that?
8.
Give me a D4, please.
Okay, cool. Let's see how long I'm going to be 12 inches tall. 1.
1. For the next hour, you watch as suddenly Zephora is now flying. And she's like being excited about it. You can't hear a thing. She's stone cold silence. Can't hear anything she's saying.
Did my magic work?
No, didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't help but think Brandon area. That wild magic just.
Then I go like this. Then I go, and I point back at our camp.
Give me performance and give me insight.
Thieves talk.
Yeah, they both have thieves can't, right?
Do you have Thieves' Can? Do you both
Yeah.
have? Oh, okay. Then using Thieves' Can.
Well, I can just do the
Yeah, you
sign
can
language.
Yeah.
easily understand what she's saying
Okay.
with Thieves' Can.
That's horrifying.
Sorry, that's
And Scar's like, oh, you're pit tight.
Skeet, skeet. Yeah.
that's a different dialect.
So I tell you in Thieves' Can't, hey, something's wrong with my magic. Go back and tell the others what we've seen. I'm going to try to continue up there since I can fly now. Her with the annoying dice.
It's very loud.
The depleted uranium 20-sided
Yeah, I know,
dice.
right? Space modulator.
Yeah.
They're dragon scale dice. I love them.
Okay. So
Okay,
yeah,
you're
so I'm
gonna head
gonna
back.
head
Okay.
back.
You can, well, auditory sound doesn't emanate from you at all, as you are now completely both voice silent and physically silent within 10 feet diameter of yourself for the next hour. Give me stealth with advantage.
Okay. Just messing with her now. 26.
Okay. You continue up the trail. You kind of use the rock lines along either side of the trail that they kind of took up towards the fortress. And it's at this point, as you're getting kind of like further up the trail and kind of pressing and keeping against the rocks, you can see around a bend, a good 1,000 feet below the ruins, a cave entrance. And there's a soft glow coming from it, like it's lit inside. And you can see 2 senators flanking, one on each side. They appear to be guarding the cave entrance.
Okay. And then how far up's the
It's a good
castle?
from the cave entrance. It's 1,000 feet up, but it's a sheer cliff from at this point. It's like the pathway goes up, bends, turns into a tunnel entrance, and then it's sheer 1,000-foot rise of cliff, and it's like built into it and arcing slightly over.
Okay, I'm gonna fly back.
Fly down and kind of make your way. By the time you get back, an hour fades.
Okay.
You get back before she does, kind of filling everyone in, and within moments, like 20 minutes later, Zephora shows up, stops flying. And
Don't cast any magic.
No shit.
yes. There's a little 12-inch Bella, bald and
Flying over the
hairless.
dragon.
The dragon fades, and its duration would have expired by now.
Can I grow her a little man?
Although, give me an insight check. You can as well because you're proficient in arcane.
Would I do be considered magical or just innate?
You're innate.
Yeah. So can I grow her a little like arcane mount?
I got
Sure,
a 6.
grow a little Spriggan.
Yeah.
I got a whole
you
whopping
have a
6 on my
Spriggan
insight.
mount
Okay.
right now.
I'm really shitty on my.
It's strange that.
On minion.
Do you tell her that you tried to go invisible and it didn't work?
Oh yeah.
So it's strange that hers failed and had a side effect, but hers worked and had a side effect. You would have picked up on that. There's something different about divine magic versus arcane magic that's being impacted by this.
Totally rando. You love it too. You're loving this. He finally gets to roll D100s.
D100s are the best.
No.
Oh, I got my little chart. I do love this chart.
He does love that chart.
Which one do you use? Do you use the one?
He made it.
You made it?
I made it.
Has it got really bad things?
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Can I get a
And-
copy of it?
and oh no. It
Aw.
was
If
mine.
Bella,
And between 70 and 100, you re-roll twice, and each of those numbers are pulled from different charts.
if Willa ever dies, I will make a wild magic sorcerer.
I got plenty of charts for that too. I love wild magic.
As I
It's a
stab her in the
blast.
back. Shh. She's dead now. You can have another character.
And I
Just
like
don't
playing
name it
Willa. I do. I'm not trying to get her killed. I'm just saying she does.
It's getting on to be about mid-morning at this time. By the time I'll regather back at the site.
All right.
Okay,
So we wait till nighttime and then, or do you want to just go make contact with them, or what do you want to do?
well, they might have been attracted by the beacon too, or they might have done the emergency beacon. We don't know.
They're beasts.
We don't know if they're not
They're
intelligent or not.
centaurs. They're not beasts. They're
I mean, they're.
I have an idea, but it's not going to be a great one.
What's your idea?
Well, you're going to need a lot of minions.
I
Like a
don't-
lot.
I don't think we should cast any magic.
My magic.
Is it
isn't-
magic or she's
I just
No,
asked
her
him.
she said the magic words. Her magic's not affected by it. I heard it.
No, that's the thing. I just asked him.
Oh.
I just asked him. He said
Darn
mine's innate. So
See?
Well,
You
some
can
of your
use
abilities are innate.
yeah.
Dun, dun,
Some of your
dun.
magic is considered natural magic.
Yeah.
Divine, natural, and arcane.
Mm-hmm.
She did allow her to summon a little minion for me to ride, apparently. So I was like, wait.
The little Spriggans are pulled from her existence.
So we need
That's a
lot of
manifestation.
springs.
That's not necessarily magic.
This is like,
Although, do you produce a Spriggan for her to ride?
Yeah, remember? I just
Okay, no, I know. It does look a little malformed.
Is it the
A
poison
little
effect?
twisted.
No, it's
Two legs
it's
on
got
one
3
side are
legs,
shorter,
4
so-
arms. Its head is like split in 2, so it's got 2 heads.
So it looks like a kobold.
It looks
2 legs, 4 arms. It looks like that kobold.
3 legs,
Oh,
3
3 legs.
arms. Its head is split into 2 kind of like bifurcated sections of its upper portions. Like
Does its mouth come open and just?
Like one of those things from
Vampire.
Halo.
I was thinking like Blade.
Oh, it's like you know the aliens from like from Halo.
It's a
They have
cultural crossroads in this
Never
fucking
watched
nightmare.
or never played Halo.
that- So they have like this
There's
mouth
a
that
problem
goes
with
like
the
this.
variety
It
of
goes
age
like this.
races.
Yeah, they do the same thing in Blade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. Right.
I was thinking more like, I'd say its face is more like the little cat from Marvel.
oh
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Marvel.
Marvel.
Remember the
The orange
Captain
cat.
Marvel.
The orange cat from
The one
Captain
that
Marvel.
gave Fury his scar.
It's been so long since I've seen that one. I can't remember when it happened or how it
I was
happened.
gonna name Lucifer after that.
basically it can eat anything because its mouth opens like
Yeah, but its mouth is like a portal that sucks people in.
It's like I remember
With
him getting a
tentacles.
scar, but I
It's
forgot
like
what
Cthulhu. Okay, so
Like a hungry teenager.
That's right.
let's.
What if we had like a lot of those and I hold on to one, I can sneak in.
I
Why do we need to
don't think
sneak in?
any of theirs can sneak in. You're more likely to sneak in on that one than sending
whole
it. I
bunch
mean,
of
do you
them.
remember how they acted?
Exactly, chaos. It'll be everywhere.
they're
It's
gonna
not
step
sneaking.
on you.
Yeah, but you're probably still taller than they
Yeah,
The Spriggans are only like 18 inches big.
and you're 12 inches, right?
She's 12, so she's able to ride them.
For that
are.
day,
I thought
I would have been
the
stepping on
Spriggans
more
were
of them
like
if I
6
knew
inches.
that.
I just thought they'd create an
That means they're
amazing
more
distraction,
annoying.
then I can go in.
You could ride your spider.
No.
No, Mom. Now you're just making shit up.
Yeah, Roger. Send all your spiders in. Oh,
But all,
your
did all the
tarantula hoe.
spiders that were on her shrink
I'm
too?
sure it gets consent.
All the spiders that were on her shrink too?
Everything's right.
Everything on
So
her
she
is
can't.
shanked to
She can't roll
proportion.
the spiders that are on her, or ride the spiders because they
It
shrink.
And she's got this tiny little skull.
Micro spiders.
No,
Yeah,
they're,
we'll go, hey! Oh, shit! Now no one's going to ask me.
no, they're, wait a minute,
No one's gonna
minute.
ask me questions.
They're in an extra dimensional portal, so they're the same size, technically. They could be.
Yeah, the Willa and the.
Well, that's what
or
I'm
not
saying.
Willa,
She.
So if she pulls the head out of the tiny bag, it'll go,
Hey, Skull of Fate.
and it'll be huge.
Are you feeling okay, Skull of Fate?
yeah, fine. Still here.
It tastes
Wish
weird.
you weren't.
What tastes weird?
I mean, magic.
Arr,
You fell out
magic
of
doesn't
heaven.
really taste like anything.
You said you were
It
magic.
hurt when you rolled out.
Are you
of
asking
bed.
me if I can
Yeah.
taste myself?
I'm wondering if whatever's
Is that what you're
animated.
asking?
Oh.
Are you asking me if I can taste myself? That seems cringy weird.
I mean, did you ever?
Arr,
We can't hear.
arr. Why is everybody talking like they can hear
I
me?
can't complain. I can't complain when they're talking. I just have to lay back and let it happen to me.
I'm asking if it's
Are you
if
used
you're
to that?
feeling affected by them.
Mm.
I'm pointing
Sometimes.
to the
In
weirdness
this
that's
instance.
happening to my group.
You're asking a talking skull that sounds like a pirate if they're noticing anything weird.
Yes.
Just go silent. Doesn't say anything. Just go silent.
Thanks for the talk.
Since I
Maybe we
decided
should
that
put the
since
skull
I
fate with a
since I've
different
been on the
person.
ground,
The fact that you guys gave it to her still baffles me.
I haven't had a chance
She's the
to
only
look
one that
through
wanted
my.
it, so I
I
bought it
haven't,
for her.
I haven't had a chance to look through my eyeglass to see if things perception is different through the
You
wild
look
magic.
through it, kind of like looking through a colored piece of glass.
Like it totally changed the effect of it.
It doesn't feel like there's any effect.
Like it's not magic anymore.
It's just a piece
Like
of
it
glass.
removed my magic.
Like we came into
So, a
the.
bubble of
Or
dispelled magic.
suppressed it.
Yeah.
Or sucked it dry. No,
I'm gonna
it's
pull
just
out a bottle of
piece
the
glass.
alchemy
Or
fire.
glass just to
Is it
drink
still alchemy
Why
fire?
can't the skull get sucked dry so we can't have to hear it?
It's just a black liquid now.
Mm.
There's no arcane light that would ignite it. It's just a black liquid.
The skull's magic.
But the skull's magic.
Is it sucked dry and
It sounds like
Inoperable?
innate magic is
Yeah.
fine because
But that's
technically,
not innate magic. That's a charmed object.
but maybe it's considered innate, innate in its form. I don't know.
I'm gonna pull out my golden raven pin. Is it magic?
I'm keeping a lookout while everybody's
Kind
Going
of trying
through
to
our
figure out the
stuff?
magic question.
Yeah.
Do a perception check as you keep an eye out on things.
Did I get anything in my secret stealth mission? So I was just gonna go scout somewhere else.
20.
No, not really.
I got 23.
23?
Yeah.
As everyone's kind of bickering about or trying to understand what magic is affected by, what's going on, you're examining the tree line and keeping an eye on things. And then your eye stops. It's like trees,
Centaur.
3 or 4 trees that are bent curiously low to the ground, and then normal trees.
Like a ley line?
Is it a line of trees that are bent or just those 3?
3 large trees just kind of bent over, like something sitting on them.
Dragon.
An
I hide.
invisible dragon?
Sherry's shit.
I am super remembering that meme with the cat sitting on top of the bent roof.
19.
19?
Yeah.
You would have the highest passive perception.
Mine is 16.
Well,
I think yours is still higher. What's yours?
mine's 13, but I'm up in the tree. So.
You're still up in the tree, keeping an eye on things. You would no, because it's still based on passive. I would say, Scarlett, you'd be the only one that noticed that as they're all continuing to talk. You can see Morrow up in the tree, but then Sephora's gone. Like look around, you don't see her anymore.
We should go.
Little 12-inch Bella. Hey,
Hey guys,
hey!
what happened to
Yeah.
Sephora?
Run.
I don't see her.
Run, will you
It's been that long.
Wait,
No,
can I
he
grab?
left-
Can I possibly
my-
like grab the foot or something and walk by and
Stop screaming. We're trying to be stealthy.
She tried to step on.
Okay, has me a little concerned. Why did she disappear?
She always disappears.
So far from your hiding spot, you're keeping an eye on that section of trees.
Mm-hmm.
You watch as they slowly, without the others seeing,
Nope.
go back to normal. You see like thin trails of leaves falling from it. You see a displacement of air above it, and then it just seems to go away.
We're by our ship, right?
I'll step out from behind a tree.
You guys look, there she is.
Going to
What
the
the
bathroom?
hell?
I have blind
Where'd
sight.
you
Did I
go?
know where she
Nature
was?
calls. No, I'm just kidding.
Blind
That's what I
sight
asked.
I saw
quite work
something.
that way. Blind sight, you need to look at someone who
Something was sitting in the
like, in the
trees
dark.
over there.
Like-
Like it was bent the trees
My
over.
blind sight is like it's better when there's trees
Like
around
another
because I see
ship?
trees. It's like
I don't know.
that's not blind sight.
Something
Well,
that
it's-
could
it's like
bend
it's
3
part
trees
of it.
down.
Like you said, like it actually.
It was a created blind sight.
Yeah.
Oh no! When your roots are in the ground,
Mhm. I have advantages
It's-
on my perception.
when your
because-
roots are in the ground in combination with your blind sight,
Mhm.
you can see things hiding amongst nature.
Mhm.
But when they're not doing that, you just have normal blind sight, as if you're looking in darkness.
Mhm.
So you wouldn't have picked her up. Had your roots been in the ground, you would have recognized her
it's a
hiding
her.
behind a tree.
Oh, he's talking about Sephora. I thought he was talking about.
Oh, no, not
It
this.
was probably.
So I described what I saw to him.
Okay. Zafora steps out from behind a tree and starts describing what she saw. Something large was sitting along the canopy, the edge of the forest.
I'm gonna go look at those trees.
Okay. Give me a survival check as you begin to look at the area.
Why don't you have Willa ask him what happened?
What was sitting on your branches?
Hey,
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
What did it do?
yeah.
Other than a lot of fallen piles of leaves, hard to tell.
I check from the ground. I'm close to it.
I'll show Willa what trees that was
Okay.
getting set on.
Zafara guides you over to the series of trees that she saw.
You guys okay? She says you guys were being sat on.
Yeah, we're fine.
Did you
We're good.
Did you get a feel of what was sitting on you?
Excuse me.
Did you get a feel of what was sitting on you?
True. Just saying. No one was sitting on us.
No one's been on it?
No,
What's causing you to lean over?
exhaustion. Been a long day.
Oh, okay. They're just tired.
I think they're afraid.
Maybe we should light a fire.
Ask the other one.
I think a nice bonfire right here would be great.
You intimidation roll. You say that.
Where's my tinder? Where's
Your
my flint and
Tinder,
steel?
my flint and steel.
Oh, I got flint and steel. I'm gonna put flint
Tomorrow,
and steel
where's
out of my
your
pocket.
axe?
God.
We need firewood.
Don't you have,
Duh, blah, blah, blah.
proficiency?
Yeah, I know, but
Roll it
it's still
twice.
going to be shit. I rolled a natural one.
Roll it
Oh,
twice.
yeah.
You have proficiency in it, right?
You have advantage.
I'm having no, I don't.
They
You
have
have
advantage on
proficiency in
intimidation.
intimidation.
No, I'm just using my bonuses on intimidation. So yeah. So intimidation with the 1 would be an 8.
Okay.
Well, I think with the flint and steel that would give you advantage, and I pull out a flint and steel and hand it to you.
Please don't.
I'm okay with that.
Oh, good. This works really good. This is a
Please,
very
please,
good flint and steel.
Please don't. Please don't.
Mara was approaching with his big axe across his shoulders.
That's bitter.
Guys, please
14,
don't.
14.
And tell us what's going on.
I told you. They said they were tired.
Let's
try
again.
So I got 21 that time.
21. So as you watch them getting ready to either burn or cut down the tree, you're not sure. Will is getting a little panicked. There's a strange pattern on the ground, almost like something with a very large tail kind of brushed against the ground and kind of left this huge wide swath of disturbed ground.
I'm gonna point myself to them like from the
I mean, at this point, all you hear is the screaming of the trees.
Guys, the trees aren't very upset right now. They're not
I'm gonna go-
talking coherently.
Look at Willa.
Really better.
I mean,
Yeah.
not Willa, Bella.
Bella, as you see where Bella is, her little 12-inch form is pointing at the ground, and you can see this huge tail swipe in the soil and in the grass.
I'm gonna pick Bella up and put her on my shoulder and say, "Oh, good job."
And I'm gonna use my stealth and follow the trail.
It's not really a trail.
No, it's
So
just the
it's
tail.
just tail.
It's like a tail swiped and then was gone.
Okay. Like it lifted off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get out my maple syrup spikes and be like,
Very,
No, it's
it's a very quiet.
You hear these 3 trees go, oh, yeah, we're into that.
Oh, yeah. I like a little thing with my
Tell my
pleasure.
knot hole is back
Yeah. Trained by knothole, baby.
These are naughty trees, so you.
These are not, all right, decent inspiration. I like that one. These are
Okay.
naughty trees. I love it.
Ask him again what was sitting on him so we can find out.
They're being very aggressive. I don't want them to hurt
Sephora.
you. If you know anything, please let me know.
There's a giant
I will
tail
stop
impression
them.
here.
Mhm, mhm. Oh, I just wanted to tell me if this.
Can I roll a history?
Okay, look, this guy, he's always flying down here and he sits on us and keeps an eye on things. If you could just just tell them that. Tell them to put away their weapons of mass destruction. We'd appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, they said there's just a guy that comes down and flies and sits on him sometimes.
A guy.
Yeah, he said it's a guy.
Does
What's
it have
the guy look like?
scales?
Does he have scales?
Can you describe the guy?
Big wings, scaly, maybe. Because he's invisible, so we don't really get to see him. He just sits on us.
Yeah.
He's heavy.
Yeah. You guys looked like it hurt. I'm sorry.
It didn't hurt. It's just annoying. I mean,
Maybe if I see
Big.
him and he's not invisible, I
Ask
just let
him
him know.
where he comes from.
Do you know what area in
the
which direction?
sky.
Do you know what
Usually the
direction?
sky.
What
I
direction
hate
does he land
plants.
from? You know.
I don't know because he's invisible.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay. He's invisible every time they comes here. They don't know.
Can I investigate for scales?
Okay.
Yeah, you can make a nature check. Look around.
I'll put her back down on the ground.
All right. What are we
Put your
doing?
little baby Bella down.
Put
So
my
are we
baby
gonna go
Bella down.
contact the centaurs or
I put the baby Bella down.
wait for the invisible dragon to eat us?
I
The
don't
fact
think I
that it
would
was
taste very
checking us
good.
out.
The dragon might eat you all, but I would probably be the toothpick.
No, you'll be the match he likes a cigar with.
Just keep you behind his ear. Touch
It's like
his
holding
ear,
Willa by
like
I think we have a choice of two evils here.
I think we should go check out
Centaurs.
centaurs.
Why is everything evil?
I think they're
20?
all benevolent.
But that's so it's. Would you say investigation or did
Yeah.
you say? So it's 22.
I
Two?
think we've come up with the
So you rolled a
rebellion.
natty 20? Rolled a natty 20.
I'll say you find a small foot scale.
What color is it though?
It is golden.
Golden scale. What? Like hold it up?
Gold starts with a G. Good starts with a G. It's a good dragon.
No.
How much do we know about dragons?
Make a history check.
How much do we know about dragons?
So there's a gold scale. So it's a gold scale.
Yeah, about this big around.
It's about as big as me. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll pick it up and I'll put it in my pocket for you. You
You
can
can
Well,
use it as a
actually, you would
shield.
notice that as soon as you grab it, it's down a proportionate to your size.
Oh, that makes sense. Sort of.
11.
Okay.
I mean, dragons really haven't been seen since the collapse of the Chroma Conclave.
Mm-hmm.
Been a long time. Most rumors, I mean, it's been over millennia since anyone claims to have seen either a silver or gold dragon. Usually the only dragons that are seen are like copper and bronze from time to time, but far away. And the recent, just in the last 200 years, one hasn't been seen at all.
What do you want to do?
But do I know that the golden ones are better?
Would
good
your
dragons?
Spirit dragon have an
Dragons are
affinity
dragons
for
as far
other
as you know.
dragons?
Okay.
Well, I was gonna
It's
say
not-
because
It's not there.
it's just a
She'd
form
have to
that I
cast
want.
another spell.
It's just a form that so Spirit Guardian is something that I just wanted to take the form of.
Okay.
That's why I really like dragons, so I wanted to take the form of a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Because of that, though, can I roll a history check about dragons? Because I probably have to know at least how a dragon would look.
Give me a history check, yeah.
Get a coloring book
Does
when
that
you're a
mean
kid.
you would because wouldn't that mean you could speak dragon?
No,
I can.
I do not. I can speak to the dead, but I can't speak to dragons.
There was a Dragonborn island. I think he got destroyed though.
Okay, 19 plus 2, so 21.
21. I mean, you know that gold dragons are virtually rare, if ever being seen.
I got a rare skin.
The chromatic dragons in general haven't been seen for a long time as well. In fact, dragon sightings since the collapse of the Chroma Conclave and since their red dragon leader, I mean, it's weird. If that was a dragon, at the very least, young.
Protective species.
Yeah, could be young, and it might be a gold dragon based on the scale that you have.
So haven't been seen about 200 years.
A very long time, yeah. But gold, bronze, copper, silver tend to be a little bit more. They're definitely clever. They're innate magic users. They prefer a sense of neutral existence, not really getting involved usually unless they have to. They tend to side or err on the caution of protective nature as opposed to more nefarious nature. Whereas blue, white, green dragons tend to be a little bit more feral, and red dragons are pretty, Thordak, one of the most infamous red dragons ever, left a very valuable impression on Greater Exandria.
He was
You
a
said
dick.
that there was a white dragon still asleep in the snow, but that was like
It was considered dead.
Possible white
Possible.
dragon. Possible.
possibly.
Yeah, and we didn't go up and do that quest, so we're not getting that milestone. So
I mean, you're going to play every session like Skyrim. Why am I here?
No.
We made all the quests.
I've never played
Skyrim.
Skyrim, so I don't know.
Is there a
All right, like a WoW quest.
I mean, in WoW, you can always go back and do those.
They're just
is
grayed
there a
out.
potential
You don't
for
get any XP.
befriending
You
this
don't get any
dragon?
XP, but you can still get the,
The story.
story.
Okay, Sheldon.
It is possible we could
Befriend the dragon?
befriend the dragon. It didn't kill us outright, so
And you do speak to it.
I can
You
speak
could
dragon,
speak to it.
but that doesn't mean that it'll like us.
I'm just having a happy moment.
Where is it
with
at?
my scale.
It's invisible.
If we have a potential to find it, we might inform it of what these other creatures are
Do
doing
you want
to
to
its
investigate
land.
or
If it has
Yeah,
that
might not
protected
be its
area.
land.
while you're up
Can
on the
I-
tree,
can I
or-
bring-
Yeah, he's just on, he's up the
concerning
tree on
something to the
Overwatch
group?
at this point.
Perhaps.
Watching.
Unfortunately, his passive's just not high enough to have picked up on that, what Sephora saw.
There's something that we're forgetting. The
Hmm.
reason we're here is because there was a distress beacon of
Mhm.
some sort. And if the machine that we came in on is the same as the machines that the people are destroying the land on,
Mhm.
that means they probably got it too, which means that at very least, if this is a protective area where something is being protected, like a golden dragon perhaps by maybe centaurs, then they're in danger of being discovered.
Look at me. I don't know.
So do we
It's the Skyrim. Come on, do something.
do we take a chance and inform the centaurs
I'm
of
going to
the
pick all the flowers and make
I kill all the villagers. Take all the,
the evil that is going down in the
Everything that's
valley?
highlighted in
I'm
red.
sure
I'm
they
making
know.
100 daggers.
So tedious.
They haven't skipped out on a year of their life, so they probably know a lot more about what's going on right now than we do.
Which is maybe
But they
why
might not
they-
know
I'll just go get captured.
So shall we go try and just talk to them
Let's go talk to
Let's go
them.
talk to them.
with weapons out?
No, they don't talk with weapons out, but we can.
Okay.
Actually, how much do we know about centaur?
Yeah, what do we know about centaurs?
culture?
They're usually pretty
What
peaceful.
about centaur anatomy? How do I
But
kill it?
in this world,
Think
are they
centaurs-
normally peaceful?
Have
You
we
mean
heard
hit-
centaurs?
Give it some bad oats
That's
that
why I
plug
have
it
to
up.
ask. I mean, I have a extraneous environment relationship with any
17?
herbivores, so.
Anybody else? History?
11. No, that's just a 10.
Two, 3, 14. I got a 14.
14? Your roll is the highest. As far as you know, they're creatures of the Fae. They shouldn't be here. If they're here, it could either mean that there's a portal nearby that they used to get here, or somehow they got here some other way. But they're normally creatures of the Fae. They aren't necessarily friendly or not friendly. They're very kind of reclusive creatures. They view anything that's not Senator as a direct threat and should be thought of as being very suspicious. But this is not their natural environment. So I'm not really sure how they were heavily.
To me, it seems like they're poised for some type of battle or war. I don't think
Maybe I should walk up. I mean, I'm a tree. How dangerous do I seem?
Because they might see you
I have to
as
save a brownie for
A
my
total
sister.
freak.
less of a threat
Oh, I
because
get it.
you
'cause it's a
are
tree.
a tree and
Went the wrong way.
closer to a fey nature
Smash
as
your
they
dog.
are.
I'm getting flashbacks to my commune with
I think that
the
is
tree
a
man. I'm like,
great
yeah,
idea.
closer to the Fae.
Okay.
Let's do that.
I think Bella should be on your shoulder
Hidden.
Yes.
and your branches.
Yeah.
Whispering in my ear what I should say.
Yes.
Yes.
Why are you breaking out the pot brownies? It's not even over yet. We got 20 minutes.
There's absolutely no pot in the brownie.
Well, it goes, I need to counter this. Produces an evil spring. So you got good Bella and evil spring.
Now I'm imagining going into the Feywild asking some archfey to turn back time so we just don't lose that 11 months.
Kick down.
Kick down some of that sucrose.
Kick down the brown. E.
You skipped the brownies the last time they went around.
No.
Think I'm
Yeah, but he's not
actually grab
hungover
another
today.
one. 'Cause
Puff,
they're
puff,
really
give.
good.
Okay,
Puff,
just
puff, kid.
make sure I have one to take back to my sister.
So is this
What are
what
you guys doing?
I guess that's what we're doing. I mean, I don't have the best charisma, but I'm tree. So,
Was Bella going with you?
Yeah, inner
So
shoulder, inner branches.
Are we all
Okay.
going, or are we just sending like one or two?
We're all gonna hide. as close.
I mean,
as
you would
can.
recall that close to the cave entrance, if that's where you choose to go,
There's
there's
nothing.
virtually no place to hide.
Well, I'll get him to as close as we can get him.
Okay. I'll say you guys travel at least all the way to the point where that jump off point was.
We hid the wasp too.
Sure.
For growth.
Mm.
Can I have just like when I'm walking, it's an open area? Is it like grass or something, or is it just an open path?
As soon as you come out of the forest line, it's like open rolling grasslands with a slight trail that kind of weaves through it and then hits the bottom of the mountains and kind of starts to climb up into like a bunch of bluffs and cliffs. And that's where Zephora describes that there's a bend up there that stops at a cave entrance.
Can I totally have flowers blooming while I'm walking?
That is not innate. That's part of your magical self.
That'd be so much fun.
I mean, you can if you want to.
Nah, we're not gonna risk magic just yet.
Okay.
And then on the side of you, you see a large hillock of grass, and it's got flowers in it that spell out Henry.
Of course.
Crabgrass.
Anyways,
It's me, Henry Crabgrass.
I thought it was the other.
he's grown a lot.
I thought it was that guy that was pretty much comatose and probably starved to death because we didn't do anything.
Grumbles?
Yes.
Grumbles?
Oh, that's some
The Henry was his brother.
That's right.
Henry was his
The ghost.
brother.
Damn it. He's still chained to the bed, dead.
Henry is probably
metric tons of
possessing.
rubble.
Henry's probably possessing like the white lion.
That makes sense. Not really, because he was pretty evil before that, I think.
But the fact that the white lion actually has all this
Conjecture,
knowledge.
conjecture.
Yeah, totally conjecture. Okay. Let's
go get killed. Come on, guys.
No, we're not gonna go get killed. It's 9:52. We're gonna
We're all
walk
gonna
up
die.
and then he's gonna say,
Well, I don't think we're going to get there. I don't even think we're going to get to the cave entrance tonight.
Hi.
So you guys watch as Willa and with little Bella on her shoulder.
How far away is the cave entrance from you?
She's got to go up the main trail. So you guys can hide down at the base of the trail, but she's got to go up and around and approach the cave entrance.
Like 100 feet or
A few hundred feet, yeah.
a few hundred feet?
If something happens, try to get away, and come back to us.
I'll give a great signal.
I'll cast magic, make myself even smaller.
I cast magic in and see what happens. Maybe
You are 12 centimeters
5 times
tall.
as bigger. It's gonna be like a whole Ant-Man thing.
You're 12
I cast 16 spells in a row. Let's roll.
All right, so you and Bella, while everyone else is kind of hunkered down, two of you are now going up the last bit of the trail. As you come around the bend, the two centaurs see you and immediately stand to attention looking at you. And in very kind of like low, guttural, common language. Stop! Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Willa.
That's 1 out of 3. That's not bad. Their spears like pointing in your direction. One of them's like holding a spear like this towards you. The other one's got a bow out, not notch, but just carefully kind of has it out.
I'm just kind of looking around.
It might actually talk better.
Don't know.
What?
Pull out the skull and let it answer his question.
Well, it's size-wise, it's like the size. It's small.
It's like the size of a
Yeah,
grape.
it's like the two centaurs are like. You hear that? Sounds like a muffled crying.
You scold, maybe he talks.
You weren't aware that any of our dryad sisters were in the forest any longer. What are you doing here?
I'm a tree.
No, you're a dryad.
No,
Well, just agree. Shh, just agree. Say you're
I would be lying.
Ugh,
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
a
die.
giant. I'm a tree. But
She does not know what she is. Clearly, she doesn't know what she is.
well, the trees and bushes didn't say you were damaging them or poisoning them like the other place.
She talks to trees and bushes. She's a dryad.
you doing here?
Well, I just came from a pretty bad place.
Why they're here? That's why they're here. Why are they here?
And
Wow.
It's like little Bella's like, Bella's here.
Whose idea was this again? Wow.
It was Willa's.
yeah. I came here, and there was came from a place that was all not good, because we figured that this would be there was a person or something that was in trouble. Are you in trouble?
Now I am.
Oh.
Got a headache?
What? They kind of like, and one goes, "Well, go get the boss if he knows what to do. I'll stay here with her. You stay right there. Don't move."
I go as still as a tree.
Oh, that's funny. And then the other centaur disappears in the cave. There's a few moments go by. You guys down below, no harsh sounds, no scary noises so far.
No crackle.
Coming out of the cave, you would recognize this creature as a satyr.
Mhm.
Its lower half is goat. Its upper half is humanoid body, but its head is kind of goat as well with the horns up top. Very well dressed, actually. It's kind of got like silken attire on and like tails coming down behind it. And excuse me.
Yes.
Oh, what part of the forest are you from? We weren't aware that any of our dryad sisters were allowed into this area.
Well, allowed, I'm not really sure if allowed is this or that. I just kind of go, and this is where I am now.
No, prescended.
Oh my God, she's gonna get me killed.
Prescended?
Prescended. You don't know what's going on.
I am a little out of touch with things.
Interesting. You two. Bring her into the cave. The two centaurs come out, get behind you, and start kind of forge you towards the cave entrance.
You guys are very tall.
What? In the cave now.
All right then.
No, that's where we'll finish tonight.
Rescue her again.
It's not rescue, it's all conversation. There's nothing wrong with conversation. Not
Well, everybody, we will see you. We won't see you next Monday. Or are we playing? No, I think we're gonna take.
No.
I think we're gonna take next Monday off, and we're gonna take Memorial Monday off. We will
I
be
think-
back.
Tuesday's off too.
We will be back
This Tuesday's off too,
June
huh, 'cause it's-
5th after our 2-week break. It's official, folks. It's summer. Things get a little crazy, a little wild. But we will be here tomorrow night for the World of Kalisha. Sunday is Shattered or Fool's Errand, the Shattered Isles, as well as the Mad Mage. So everyone be kind, be safe, play a game. We'll see you guys all later. Bye.
No, somebody from tomorrow's night.